And we're recording.
Yeehaw. So, it is a day in Duckburg, but that doesn't really matter much because you're not going to be spending a lot of time there. Those who are members of the Zero Unit have gotten a call from Uno. It's pretty important. Now, I believe we only have 2 Zero Unit members playing, and that would be Valentine and Harriman.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine grimace emoji.
Oh no.
So, you two got a call. However, you notice when you get to the tower that there's a few people you don't recognize there. There is Candy and Proxy together as a unit, and there's Murdoch. Now, before we get to this scene, let's step back a bit and figure out how they got here. Now, Candy.
Hey, bitch.
Oh.
You and Proxy, ever since you met, have been kind of casual friends. Not necessarily super close, but you're both bitches, first and foremost. So, you've got that orbit with each other, you know, where you're like, hey, and then you both bitch about something and you're like, yep, So,
We be petty.
y'all petty as hell.
We're rude now.
We're rude. That's tea. Anyway, so Candy, you had gotten word from your dearest boy, Itzatz, that his mom had to go on a business trip that she just did not want to go to. She was like, I don't want to have to leave. I don't want to have to deal with this. I'm kind of tired. I'm supposed to be like, I don't know, in retirement. Why did I agree to this? I'm having regrets. And Itzatz was like, oh God, Mom, please, why are you so freaked out? And she's like, I don't want to go to Macaw. And then Itzatz was like, can I find someone else to do the job for you? And she honestly was just like, I mean, look, he's not going to be able to get mad at me for it. And if he does, boo-hoo, I get kicked off a stupid team, take the pin. And Itzatz gave you the pin and it was like, hey, so my mom has a business trip she has to go to for Macaw. Apparently this pin is part of it. I don't know, but she told me to, like, if you wanted to go to Macaw, then you could
No,
here
no,
you
no,
go,
no.
and he gave it
Stop
to you.
right there. Yes, already. I want to go to Macaw. You kidding?
And he's like, okay, well, here, apparently this pin is how you're gonna be able to get in for the trip. You might have to do some business stuff, I'm warning you, but, like, you're gonna go to Macaw, which should be nice. I hope you have fun. I thought you'd like it, so here you go. And he gives you a pin. It looks like a Z and a U.
Yeah, Candy looks at the pen and he's like, kind of squinting at it and then examining it. But then he pins it on his on the inside of his ascot.
Nice. So you had that on when you next went to visit Proxy. You two probably just went out to get, like, coffee.
Yeah.
And you two were chilling when all of a sudden the pin, like, vibrated.
Oh! Oh, I don't like that! Oh! Yeesh. What am I supposed to...
Proxy, you are there and you do see this happen. You two are probably talking and having a decent time when all of a sudden you just see Candy go, oh! I don't like that!
Is something up?
Yeah, I kind of got this weird pin, and I think, and then he, like, quickly tries to fiddle around with it in front of Proxy. He has no idea what to do, and he's like, is there a button I can click?
You do
Uh,
accidentally click a button while fiddling with it, and you hear a voice through the pin that's like, "Oh dear God, you're not magic."
No, sorry. She's a little tired today, so she asked me to step in.
how are you so casual with this?
Ah, and there's someone there. Great. I love magic. Cool. Name, please.
Candy.
And your friend.
Uh, Roxy.
The scientist.
Yeah. You know him?
Yep.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit about you, too.
Oh,
You're,
great.
let me think. You're the fruity one, that's right.
Ah, fruity.
Rudy! I mean, I wouldn't have said to his face, but like, dang.
Well, I mean, you heard yourself get called fruity and went, ah! So, I think I'm right.
Half right, darling, but
Oh.
acceptable.
Well, I suppose that makes you two prime candidates for the business trip. Business trip. Come by Duckler Tower, and you note in your head, both of you, that Duckler Tower is the big tower, like in the middle of Duckburg, that's been abandoned for years.
Hmm.
Hmm.
This does not sound like a good idea at all.
Well, don't be a pussy.
I
You
don't
want to
care.
go?
I want to go to Macaw, so this is gonna be worth it.
Okay, I've got nothing better to do. Fine.
Oh, you'll love
Yeah.
it. It's so bright and colorful, and there's so much culture. There's great
And I'll
street food in Macaw.
and I'll probably get shot at.
Don't say that, and
Oh,
Candy smacks him on the
Look,
side
I'm
of his
magic.
arm.
Listen, somebody starts calling you on a dang button talking about this on a business trip you don't know anything about. Of course we're gonna be in trouble.
Ugh.
yeah, he's got a
Well,
good
you
head
know
on
my
his shoulders.
invention.
Why you gotta be such a party pooper?
This is how I've been. It's how I've lived.
Oh, tell me, I do actually need a favor while you're on the way to Duckler Tower.
Hmm?
There's a fellow I've been meaning to scout as another employee for this business. Man by the name of Murdoch.
Oh dear God!
It
I
takes a
take
second for Candy to remember, but he's like, ah, right.
I mean, like
I'm
he takes.
familiar, but if you're asking if I know where he is, I don't think so.
If I
Well,
knew where
you
he,
two are considering, where would Murdoch be? Comedic timing kicks in. Murdoch walks out of the coffee shop.
oh God!
Candy whips his head over and he's like, oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh,
And Murdoch has
sorry.
died.
Murdoch,
Who you?
I'm going to assume that, like, you today probably did some training. I assume that you like to do training often. Would that be a you thing?
I actually got some new armor while I was at it.
Nice. So you're kind of showing off a little. You're like, I've got new armor, I did some training, and you're like, it's midday, so now's about a good time for lunch and a coffee. So uh you went to the local coffee shop to get a bite and some coffee because that is like, I like to imagine how funny it is when Murdoch does normal, mundane human things or like person things. Like, yeah, I go to the coffee shop. Yeah, I take a jog. Yeah, I do normal person things because he always probably does it in armor and with a sword at his hip. And that's
Yeah,
so
Murdoch's
funny to me.
basically just doing what he does.
Yeah. So Murdoch steps out of the coffee shop and
Hello?
you two see.
Fancy seeing you here. Uh, some guy wanted to see you along with us, so yeah.
button still on. He might still be on. We could just tell him.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
right
he
here.
probably. Yeah. Yep, I knew
There he
it.
Yeah, he's here.
Hello?
Hello there. Murdoch, yes?
Yeah. Who are you?
My name is
Let me guess, you're
Odin.
gonna say.
My name's Odin. Odin Eidolon. I have a business proposition for you if you'd like to join these two on a nice walk to Ducklair Tower.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Go ahead.
You want me to go along on an adventure with these two, correct?
Pretty much.
I have one condition.
Which is?
Is there by any chance that the place we're going to has, like, special kind of armor?
Oh, it's Macaw. They have an expansive history of. Well, my dear, the people who live in Macaw are typically Chinese, so there's probably a lot of Chinese cultural. Yeah, yes,
I'm gonna lose my
probably.
shit.
Then consider this trip a welcome visit.
Hey, welcome.
Wonderful.
Out of character, but you can't do this to me. Oh god.
Did you not know?
No, I didn't.
Macaw is essentially in like the Duckverse equivalent of like it is a Chinese like island type of.
That makes a lot more sense now, and the night markets, yeah, that makes sense. But now I'm even more excited. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I just want that kind of armor just without the hat.
You might find it if you get lucky.
Wonderful. When do we leave?
Well, let's see how fast you can get to Ducklet Tower. I'll see you there.
I might beat you there, but okay.
What? Hello? Odin, you still there?
He hung up on you. You guys gotta go to the tower.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Hey,
Race you there.
Candy's just like looking at Proxy, he's just like, alright. Walk
I'm
together?
going to hit that guy. He is.
Understandable. Anyways, we should probably get over to bleh, the tower.
You can speak. Guys do head over. You guys, the doors literally open for you. You go inside, an elevator opens for you. It's kind of creepy, but you're escorted. When you get to one of the higher floors, it opens into an office type of room where you see the android body of Uno, who you know is Odin, sitting in a chair with his legs crossed. He's just like, "Welcome to the tower."
Wow, nice place you have. Love the Decker.
Yeah, it's classy, kind of techie, futuristic. My employer had some very sci-fi inspirations, and he gives a smile.
Fine.
Now, shortly after this is when Harriman and Valentine, you together, arrive. The elevator doors open once more, and you see three strangers speaking.
Well, actually,
I
Valentine
mean-
does know Candy, so Candy is just like,
Strangers in
Valentine!
quotations.
Proxy has at least talked to Harriman
Strangers
once.
in quotations. They're not part of the unit is the problem with them being here.
Yeah.
Is going on here?
Well,
Hey, cutie. Hey, others.
like, Candy kind of puts his hands together and it's just like, well, Magic didn't really want to come. I kind of stood in her place.
Oh, that
'cause I was invited.
figures.
So
Wow. That seems irresponsible.
listen,
Oh, yes,
she was
doesn't it?
tired.
Super irresponsible.
Uno looks at you guys and is like, well, I decided to give these three fine folks a chance to prove themselves if they might like to join our business. I am, of course, Odin Eidolon, speaking of our business, where I am your employer.
What?
He
Yes.
gives Harriman a look. He's like,
What does?
Our business where we are employed and do work for you, our employer.
I'm already getting bad vibes from this.
Yeah, maybe
Don't
this was
worry,
a
the paycheck's
mistake.
great.
Yeah, we could just go back and
Sure.
get coffee.
Sure, like you know that.
What?
Huh.
anyway, he's like, oh my god, he's just like,
Harriman is raising an eyebrow. He's just like, okay then.
he's giving
whatever.
Harriman a look like, don't blow this.
He's
He's
not.
giving Harriman the look and not Valentine.
Harriman's the one who's at least like not rolling with it. At least Valentine even jokingly is rolling with it. Like Harriman's got like the eyebrow raised. So Uno's like,
I mean,
you want to try?
he sighs, he just like stops being like
He stopped being Harriman for a moment.
Valentine like pats Harriman's shoulder. Come on, my fine coworker. Let's find out what sort of business we are here to do.
Okay.
yes, business, of course.
And he's rolling his eyes, and he clearly kind of like knows this is some sort of cover, but he's just going along with it at this point. He's like, whatever. Gets me to Macaw. It gets me to Macaw. Bitch, I
Yeah,
want to go to
I'm definitely
Macaw.
gonna get shot at.
So, Odin, in quotations, he pulls something out of his pocket and he holds it out to Valentine.
Oh, Valentine takes it. What is it?
It's a note. It says in immaculate handwriting, better luck next time. But if you'd like to see me again, I hear dates in Macaw are rather gorgeous, rather stunning. They could change your life. Domino.
I think Valentine smiles when he reads it. Like, ooh. So it finally happened, huh?
Oh, don't give me that look. There was a power outage.
Candy peeks over
no.
and then puts like a hand on Valentine, and like puts an elbow on like Valentine's like actually ribs ribs Valentine in the side, and it's just like, ooh, who's that? You got a lover?
Valentine hides it to his chest like it's a big secret. Like, it's for me, not you.
Oh my god.
Harriman looks very deeply annoyed by all of this.
So does
Foxy is also annoyed.
I get to play obnoxious character, so I am obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Valentine looks at Una like, what? You've already read it.
He rolls his eyes.
Odin, was it?
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt the conversation happening right now about this, whatever that letter is, but when are we leaving? And is there by any chance any possibility of a fight happening on this island? I got this new blade and I haven't got to use it much anymore.
Well, there will very likely be a fight.
Oh,
What?
of course, you're the one looking for a fight.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
Proxy.
I know
Bye.
This is is why I brought the gun. I knew something was gonna go wrong.
Well,
Oh,
at
a
least
gun.
Oh, so are we not doing the whole business analogy metaphor thing?
The business could get violent because the business involves a violent criminal.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Hmm.
Okay, Odin, I know this is our first introduction, but you were already starting to become my favorite person.
I had a feeling you'd like me. Okay.
Okay.
He
Question.
turns to the big computer behind him on the desk. Yes, what is the question?
So like, there isn't any way to resolve this peacefully. You're like gonna send us after whatever business this. Oh God. Oof.
Well, okay, there is a chance for peaceful resolution, but it hinges solely on that one, and it's not likely. And when he says that one, he points at Valentine.
What?
Candy looks over at
He's-
Valentine and it's just like, alright.
He pulls
I
up a
would-
picture on his big computer screen, and it is a picture of Domino. He's like, "This is the man you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Remember his face."
Oh, got it.
Memorized.
Of course. He is so mad right now.
Valentine just got a big shit-eating grin on his face.
Like, by the way, seeing that, and Candy looks back at, like, Valentine puts two and two together a little bit, and it's just like, you're dating a criminal? Oh my god.
Oh, dating is a generous word.
Real quick.
Dated.
Rivals, then, I assume.
I mean, you going down to his jail cell is not.
I'm
they-
supposed to feed the prisoner.
Candy has such
Hey,
a
Odin.
big
What? You
grin.
want
Exactly.
you want Odin to let him start?
You fed him and then seduced him.
Maybe.
Of course.
Oh, Uno has put his hands up, and he's like, "Okay, I've called in a favor from a friend, and he's managed to secure us a pilot.
Uh-huh.
We'll be flying to Macaw over the course of a good few hours, so get some rest on the trip. I've handled accommodations for staying in a hotel, all of that fun stuff, and yes, if such when you complete this mission, you have all the time in the world to sightsee."
Hey, Proxy,
Yes.
got it memorized?
I don't know. Do you? Maybe try not to start any fights if like points over at Valentine. If this guy here is our only hinging piece of not causing one.
Hey, I'm very
know-
good at playing nice.
I have to
he's
admit,
not.
as fun violence, and he puts it in quotations, is, I'm not really willing to get killed. So,
I doubt you'll get killed. I know you have fire powers. If nothing else, you can just protect yourself. I'm not looking for anything crazy. I just want you guys to recapture, or if things go really south, but I would like to avoid that conclusion.
yeah,
I mean,
that's what I
worst
mean,
comes to worst, I just-
exactly. And picking a fight might actually kind of, like, lead to that, so I kind of don't want that.
Like I said, plan A, go with the peaceful option. We have the peaceful option's main player right here, and he motions to Valentine. But I'm telling you, it's unlikely it'll go well, so you might have to be violent. But you're smart. I trust that you could come up with a containment plan.
I mean, all due respect, I don't know how much you know about me, Odin, but I could just freeze him in place in an ice cube.
Yeah,
Wow,
see? Look at that. Options. There you go. No need for death
Wow.
or blood or any crazy violence. Just
Proxy, you
work
got something
together.
to say?
Wow. Did you finally learn to use that without a sword? Gonna get pretty expendable soon if you're gonna break them.
Break what?
Oh.
The sword?
Oh my
Don't
Yeah,
fight.
like you did when we
Oh my
tried to
God,
deal
you'll fight.
with Bushroot.
Girls,
Remember?
girls,
Pilot
you're
Shadow.
both pretty.
Here's an idea. How about I test out my new ice abilities on
Oh
your
my
skull?
god.
How bad
No,
Try and you'll be stuck to the wall within 3 seconds.
Oh my god. I don't want to have to
I'm
melt
more
anyone
than
out of
happy
this
to test
tower.
that theory.
How's this
Uno.
news house looking?
Uno is looking over all of you and is just like, oh my God. And he says, quiet, quiet, quiet. The pilot should be here in a moment. And as if on cue, the elevator opens. You see. Yes, Torquay? Is there anything you'd like before the pilot?
Well, well, you know, Harriman was actually going to ask before the two were arguing about his umbrella.
Oh, the umbrella will be waiting for him on the way out.
Oh, okay.
The elevator door opens, and you see a massive duck. He is huge.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
barrel-chested, massive beak, orange hair. And he looks at you all and he's like, oh, hey there.
Candy is just like, oh, hello.
The one thing that stuns the very, very romantically inclined of you is that he's very attractive.
Everyone is attracted. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying he's hot.
No, the way you said just like everyone is attracted.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that Candy already likes somebody else, he kind of is like a little bit like, oh, he's hot, but like,
Valentine's looking like, oh, he's hot.
Harriman coughs.
everybody in the room.
Wait,
Proxy,
what?
I've been able to use my powers without my sword. The sword's just a conduit for them.
Maybe
Whoa,
choose a
you got a
better
sword?
conduit.
And the pilot goes over and is like, you have a sword?
Yeah, it's a katana.
Oh, that's so cool. He looks at you all and he's like, wow.
Oh, his sword's nothing
Mr.
to
Duck said I
to
was
what I
going to
have.
be helping a bunch of cool superheroes. I didn't think, and that Odin puts a hand to his face like, oh god, of course he's just going to blurt it out.
Hang on a second.
Harriman
I
just
mean, I
turns around
wouldn't
and
count
looks at
Sword Boy a
looks
hero.
at Uno, like, wow, you got a good pilot, didn't you?
Oh, he's
I mean,
a great pilot. He's a wonderful pilot.
I mean, if you
I
want to
don't-
turn to it so you can see it.
I don't sense honesty in those words.
Valentine's like, I'd trust him to fly me anywhere.
Like, okay, Candy
Oh,
does
wow,
like,
thanks. I appreciate the vote of confidence. And he gives you a thumbs up.
Candy
You're
does
so welcome, babe.
does hear the word like superhero and then looks over to Odin and goes like kind of in a low tone of voice like, hey, if you don't want me to go, I can like try and drag magic in here, but she ain't doing too hot, so
You're the one who's interested in going to Macaw. I'd honestly feel really guilty if I told you couldn't go.
I mean it's fine. But
No,
like,
no, I think your fire powers would be good, actually, considering we have, and he looks at Murdoch. We've got ice, we've got fire. Good.
Gosh.
Good counterbalance.
all right, okay, just yeah, all right, cool. Candy just like awkwardly
He's
walks
looking at
away.
Launchpad, and he's got a look like, oh, you sweet, dumb man. Like, and Launchpad, the pilot, he looks over you and he's like, well, I've got the plane waiting for everybody, so strap on in whenever you're ready, and we'll be on our way to Macaw. I haven't been there in a while. Last time I went, I actually went on this crazy adventure with one of my exes. Oh, but yeah, he waves his hand like, whatever. He goes over to the elevator. He's like, I'll tell you stories on the plane if you want to hear about it. And
Yes,
down goes the
please.
elevator. So
And Candy
you've met your
happily
target.
bounces out, actually.
Okay. Proxy's just looking for a sec, just like, okay, why was everybody staring at him?
Candy hears that and like shouts from like outside the like elevator, kind of. Just like turns back really quickly because he's hot.
I don't understand this. Proxy just like goes to like follow Candy.
Heron just
That
sighs.
is. Sorry, but that is massive ace energy from Proxy.
I love it.
It's so good.
Ace. Relatable. Whips.
Anywho, Dorky, go ahead.
Oh gosh, he just sighs. He's not too sure if he is ready to handle being on a plane with all these people like this.
It's okay. You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Would anyone like to comfort his fears?
Actually,
Proxy's out of the
not, yeah, no, on the plane, if, I can roll for it, I might do something, but, like, right now, Candy's already out of the room, sorry.
I just imagine Candy walking back in for no reason. They just
No,
heard
shut
him.
up. Listen,
They just heard
I'm
Harriman through the
already, I'm already
walls.
sticking with my decision. Candy's out of the room, I'm sorry. That's just
No,
him.
you're fine.
Of that, do you all head out to the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys make it to the plane, takes off, and you're in the skies for a many hours trip to Macaw. But what's interesting is there's one more player in this tale who's already there.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Shelby Q got there hours ago on orders from command. Yes,
I'm sorry.
Shelbeak is playing. I've decided to take 6 characters, unless you don't want to play.
Sure, I can play.
I think having an enemy player is always very fun.
Oh god.
So, you've been in Macaw for quite a bit now. You're waiting at a safe house, a foul safe house, for who is going to be your partner for whatever stupid mission Fowl has sent you here for. Admittedly, it's a nice place. Beautiful, beautiful neon lights everywhere at night. It is really gorgeous, and there's a lot of culture. But, well, you don't know what the fuck you're doing here, so it's kind of hard to be entranced.
Kind of hard to be that way when I'm on the clock.
Fortunately for you, your waiting has come to an end. Into the safe room steps Domino. He looks at you and he's like, "So they finally hired you."
Yeah, what can I say? I guess I just sort of caved in.
Not surprising. Do you know what we're doing here? Because Command didn't tell me shit either.
No, can't say that I have any more of an idea than you do. I figured I was just on guard duty.
No, they wouldn't waste agents like us on guard duty. That's for the eggheads.
Right. The 5 burgers special boys, I guess.
He pulls out his gun and just kind of toys with it a bit, like, they've gotta have some kind of transmission coming. They wouldn't just send us here with no information. I mean, literally the first order I got when I broke out of prison was, hey, go to Macaw. Like, okay, I would like to know why, but, you know, I didn't say that because I'm not stupid and I don't want Command to slit my throat.
Yeah, it's pretty well the same sort of situation for me. I was out in the bar, someone threw a tiny thing into my drink, and it turns out it was a transmission. Yippee for me.
Well, at least neither one of us is enthused to be here. I think if you were excited, it would get annoying very fast.
All I'm hoping for is that the payout is worth all the trouble.
It normally is. It's just slow going when we have to wait. And as you are waiting, a moment later the door opens again, and in steps Venomania. He's like, "Oh, boys, you made it."
And so have you, though you sure took your sweet time.
Oh, how could I not? It's Macaw. Darling, I wouldn't have frowned at you if you were a little late from, I don't know, getting some of that nice street food. God, the rice. Oh, the rice. I can never get enough.
Yeah, you don't mind that, but I'm pretty sure High Command doesn't want us wasting their dollar.
Oh, honey, I'm higher ranked than you. They don't give a shit what I do. Listen, I'm here to give you your mission, and that's what's important.
And what, pray tell, is that?
There's a bit of a renegade agent making some rounds. It's got us concerned, especially considering this renegade agent might have ties with another runaway of ours from a few years ago. They seem to have some business going on here in Macaw, and we want it dealt with, whether it be we take over their business if it's profitable enough, or we tear it to the ground and kill them in the process.
Yeah, sounds like that type of job.
Who's the target? A man named Jigsaw. She pulls out a little file folder and holds it out to you two. Domino takes it and holds it open so that both of you can see the picture. This guy looks like a mess. Every part of his costume looks like something different, like it was taken haphazardly and thrown onto his own costume. A mishmash of superhero, supervillain, and anti-hero motifs thrown together into some ugly, haphazard, but likely very powerful costume, if it could even be called that.
So what's with the mutant kit bash over here?
This agent used to be one of our top agents. Jigsaw had a bit of a habit for stealing. He loved to take, but not anything normal. He liked to take from heroes, and from some villains, really, if we let him. He saw powers that other people had and wanted them for his own. Hell, she doesn't know it, but he's even responsible for, well, taking down a bit of a old soul of a hero from back in the day.
Huh. So what sort of kit is this one holding now? If this one
Well,
is just a kit bash after all.
from what I've heard, currently he has fire powers from some old fire wielding superhero, probably not anywhere near as strong as Golden Eagle is now, but the one thing we're really concerned about is he's broken out an old, well, surely you know the powers of that old superhero. Yeah. What was it? The Alchemist?
What, the blue little shrimp?
Had a costume back in the day that I believe could make her bigger, stronger. It's a bit of a body enhancement mixed in with the ability to, I believe it's been upgraded to have some elemental kick.
Huh. we got a little bit of an elementalist mixed with a little bit of a shape changer.
Pretty much. It's a very high. It takes a lot of energy to use that costume. So it's the main thing he's been using, though he does have a couple other things. I believe he has some rocket boots. Some old rocket boy. A few other small things here and there. Tools, mostly. Nothing like powers.
Ah, so he stole from a bunch of gadgeteers.
Pretty much.
Fun.
He's been going around. Well, we've got a lot of eyes on the underground of this place. You know, the drug peddlers, the weapons market, things like that. Well, he's been attacking some of our suppliers and stealing the shipments for his own. Now, he's never had an interest in our weapons or drugs. No use for them for him. So clearly he's doing it for someone else, and we think we know who.
And that is...
Have you ever heard of the Djinn?
What, you mean like a genie?
She's not quite a real one. Used to be an agent for us, helped us take down the original alchemist, actually. Gave us all the inside info we needed for Jigsaw to make the strike.
Okay. So why is she suddenly deciding to pull a rogue?
That's just it. She decided to turn on us, just like she decided to turn on her own sister. But never told us why.
Well, I guess that doesn't matter now. Guess we just gotta take care of it and find them both.
That is the point, yes. You might not find the Djinn anywhere here, but we could find clues. Or we could beat it out of Jigsaw. Domino thinks for a moment before looking to Venomania and asking, "So why am I partnering with him? No offense, but normally I have a more solid, particular partner that I work with." "Oh, you're talking about Looney. Oh, you miss the girl, don't you? I get it. The problem is you've been out of commission for so long that we don't know if we can trust your skills right now. This is a test. For both of you, actually. But especially you, Domino. Fail this test, and who knows if you'll get that partner reinstated." Domino grimaces at that, and he looks like he's holding back a very violent rage. But he is holding it back. And he says, "Yes, ma'am." And she says, "Good. Now, I actually have a separate mission that I need to do. Higher up things. That's why you two are in charge of this. Is there anything else you need from me before I go?"
No, seems like a basic freezing operation to me.
Good. Oh, Chillbeak, you are swiftly becoming my favorite. She blows a kiss and turns and walks out of the safe house. Domino looks at the files again and is like, "Well, I guess the best place to start would be some of the underground markets."
Yeah, that seems like the best place to start. We going in gear or we going in civvy mode?
I think gear would be the best way to draw him out, actually. He clearly wants to attack Fowl specifically, so it might actually be a bit of a revenge motivation as much as it is helping this Djinn person.
But what if we're trapped? After all, you just got done breaking out of a very highly secure prison from last I checked. They're probably looking for your tail.
Oh, they'll be coming. I made sure of it.
Ominous.
Very ominous. But that's kind of the point. I think having a bit of a unexpected third element to this mission might actually make it go more in our favor.
Alright. I see what angle you're kind of going at.
I'm glad you've got brains in there. God, I remember when I used to deal with Steelbeak. Ugh.
Yeah. He's, the man knows how to mix a cocktail and knows how to run a business. Running a scheme, however, isn't exactly his strong suit.
He can scheme just fine. He's just got too big of an ego to get his head out of his. Well,
Out of his steel
regardless.
tuchus.
Exactly. Let's get moving.
Righto. Click, click. Ready's the gun.
With that, Domino leads you out of the safe house, and you two are off with Domino in the lead. Since you're kind of more of a new agent, he knows the place better than you do in terms of how to get into the secret markets. So you're following his lead as he leads you along. And we come back to our main party. You guys landed down about a couple hours ago. The plane is securely landed. And by landed, I mean it crashed. But you're fine.
Oh my god. Candy's kind of freaking out. He is freaking out and he's like, oh my fucking god, did he just crash some plane?
I have to admit, out of all my plane crashers, that was probably the most entertaining.
You
Thank
what?
you. Launchpad hops out of the pilot's area and goes back to you all, and he's like, "We have made it to Macaw. I hope you had a nice flight."
Yeah,
Sure did.
One star.
He's just crawling out of the stuff like he looks so distressed.
Candy's
Well.
just like, if you want me to be honest, 1 star. If you don't want me to be honest, 3.
Launchpad.
Aw, what can I do to make your flight experience better? I could bring snacks next time.
Maybe not crash a
Don't
plane?
crash. Just don't crash the plane. I'm
he
going
looks
to kill
confused.
Odin.
He looks
Okay.
very confused. He looks at you, Murdoch, like, "Yep."
That was awesome. Please do that again next time.
No! Don't do that again next time!
Valentine's just like, everyone is being so harsh when we got to our destination in a timely manner, and we're all okay.
And I'm leaving.
Valentine goes over and he does the thing where you straighten someone's jacket and he pats Launchpad's chest like, you just keep doing you, babe.
Aw, thanks. I'm glad a few people liked the flight.
Oh yeah, beautiful view the whole time.
Oh, I know, right? The clouds are so nice.
Yeah, totally.
I couldn't even see anything back
Playing
there.
Launchpad is
Just
fucking
looking
killing
at
me. You guys leave the plane. Launchpad leaves with you and he's like, "I'm gonna stay behind and start fixing the plane. That way it can take off when we need to go. But here," he pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to Valentine, because Valentine is the closest and he likes Valentine. Valentine's nice. Valentine straightens his jacket and pats his titty. You know? So nice. So he gives it to Valentine and it has directions to the hotel you're staying at.
Thank you, Launchpad.
He gives you a thumbs up and he's like, "Of course, have fun."
Thanks, we will.
Before we get shot.
Jeez. Shut.
You don't know that you'll get
Listen.
shot.
Listen,
Also,
the plane
proxy.
crashing I can at least expect from how Odin wanted to phrase it when he saw the sky. I'm just expecting the word.
Well, that's a very sour way to look at it now, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
if
if
I'm proven
anything-
wrong, then this will be a good ride.
If anything, I do know that apparently we're among superheroes, so should be fine.
Was that a surprise?
No,
You didn't expect the
no, it
person
wasn't.
dressed up like this was a superhero, and he like motions a hand to Valentine.
No, I already knew
It's
that.
like-
I followed his Instagram, so
So that
Valentine's not even wearing a super suit.
he's not even wearing a super suit. It's just like, no.
I don't
know
think
who
so,
this guy is.
unless Uno told him
he
to.
just very.
Or he might be wearing it under his jacket or something.
Who knows?
He's
It's
probably wearing it under for convenience.
I just
So you
feel
can
like
do the Superman.
oh my
Chest
fucking god.
open.
Proxy just means it from specifically how he dresses. It's like you feel like you're a superhero. I really.
I mean, I am a superhero.
Exactly.
Like I said, it should be fine. We probably won't even get shot at. Let's not think about that. Anyways. And then again, he's already
Well,
like,
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Well, if we do get shot, I
Thank
do have
you.
something. I do have at least defensive maneuvers. I'll be fine.
Harriman is looking at
Alright,
the
so
paper.
what's the plan?
and-
Should we head to the
and-
hotel or should we start
and
looking for
Valentine's hands.
I want to say that Valentine did the same thing that he did with the note from Domino when when Herman tried to look like, no, don't be nosy.
What? It is directions to. Why?
Well, you don't have to be rude about it.
Can you just tell
Can
us
you
the
just
directions?
tell
What's
us
the magic
directions,
word?
please?
Thank you, cutie. And he shares the map with
Oh
Candy.
god.
And
Okay,
Candy
fine
peers
then.
over.
This show is directions to the fucking.
I just want to charge something. Can we just
I'm so sorry.
Valentine shares directions with everyone.
Oh,
Valentine being a shit.
you miss nothing except for Candy and Valentine being obnoxious, you know, like usual.
That's the norm. Anyway, you guys head to the hotel. It's very nice, very fancy, very, very nice. There is, fortunately, a translator for, like, most of the staff here is either bilingual or, like, there's a translator for the reception lady. So when you say in English, like, hi, this is our room, the translator translates for the receptionist and all that. And you guys get situated. You guys have to share 2 rooms.
Oh no.
Damn.
how do we split the room?
Well, I know definitely, like, Candy knows Proxy does not like Murdoch, but pretty much only knows, like, Candy, so, like, Candy might split off with Proxy, and, it seems like Valentine is, like, better at handling Murdoch, so, like...
That sure is a statement that has yet to be proven.
Listen, if
like
you,
it basically
you
it
wanna
seems
see
like
what-
I am it doesn't look like Harriman likes Murdoch either, and I'm like, and then Kenny's just kind of like no.
the Murloc,
Can I speak out of character real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
anti-Murdoch.
The only 2 people in this group I've met are Proxy and Harriman, correct? Or have I met?
No, you're wrong. You have met Candy in the very first episode.
In the first session.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wow.
but
I'm
yeah.
stupid. Sorry.
And Valentine
Well,
as
it's alright,
well.
it's been a
So.
while.
No, it's been a while. Don't worry about it. But like,
You have met like every.
okay, so the people in the group right now are Murdoch, Proxy, Harriman, and Valentine, right? And also Candy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And Candy.
yeah, and Candy. But I'm trying. Oh God, how are we gonna split this shit?
Proxy's just like as they're just like a big conversation.
Valentine says, "Okay, well, I'll take this room. You guys enjoy your room." Like talking to everyone.
Oh no!
Oh,
no, you
excuse me,
don't.
I'm not getting stuck with space with
What?
Iceman.
What was that?
Okay.
He's already trying to close the door.
Harriman
Candy's
rushes
just like,
over
ah!
to open the door and like push right out the way.
What?
I
I'm
will
sorry. Was there
blast this
something else you
door.
needed?
Valentine,
blast the door?
please don't
Valentine,
be so
you're not going to
mean. We
take
could be
this room.
roommates, right? Please.
Yeah,
Knock, knock.
yeah, come
Well,
on.
I
Candy and
mean,
Murph.
I was
Candy
kind of.
and Iceman can be
I
a
mean,
room.
guys, I was kind of expecting to have a hot date tonight. So like,
You're
yeah,
that
not.
was
no.
understandable,
You're not.
but
You're not going to have a.
but
a
also
single room.
four people in another room is a little bit excessive. So you're gonna at least have to let one of us in there.
Proxy just kind of like nudges Candy's eyes, like, listen, I know you want your privacy, but if you do not take the ice guy, I will end up blasting through walls fighting him. Please, I am begging you.
Hey, Dorky, is Harriman still pushing on the door?
Yes.
Okay, then Valentine suddenly, like very suddenly steps back, so Harriman's pushing all his weight onto it. I guess I'll take a roommate.
Oh god, thank you.
He fucking fell.
Oh god.
Candy's just standing there, like, kind of offended, but in a joking manner. Like, but he doesn't. But he
You
just
okay,
kinda,
Bun Bun?
Yeah, he kind of just looks at everybody. It's just like, you okay? Gotcha.
Do I look okay?
Okay, nah. Do you need a handkerchief? Something?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. He gets up.
Oh god, there's a chopper like flying over right
I
now.
heard it.
Oh my god, they found us.
Just imagine that in character. It's just like, and he's just like, oh, there's a.
Y'all just hear a chopper overhead, and it's like, wow, that's loud because we're so high up in this hotel.
That's just the plane. That's the plane. That's still the plane, just being incredibly loud.
Right.
Hold on.
So who's
Well-
Valentine take?
He looks at Harriman like, well, I've got my roommate. You guys have fun. And he starts to close the door again.
Oh,
And
hell,
he's just like, ah!
no, please,
Please.
take him.
Is Proxy begging Valentine directly?
Yes, he is outright begging it. Valentine, just please.
Oh no. What's in it for me?
What do you want?
What do you have?
I don't have much other than like my inventions, but I could probably buy you something.
I don't really need help buying things, but inventions sound kind of cool. So let's call it an IOU. Maybe I get to play with one of your toys one day.
Perfectly fine.
Hella, Murdoch! You want a room with us?
Who exactly am I rooming with again?
Valentine and Harriman. Or just Valentine. Valentine, are you keeping...
No, Valentine's already accepted Harriman.
Okay, so Valentine and Harriman.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
A sleepover. So you get Murdoch and Harriman, Valentine in your room, and then the other two, Proxy and Candy, you get your own room. There's 2 beds in each room, so one of the beds is going to have to be shared in the Valentine room. Now, Valentine, I'm going to assume, would refuse to share.
Oh, Valentine does refuse to share. That one he won't budge on.
I
Like,
can just sleep in
He does a thing where like he like jumps onto like the middle of the bed and then like all his limbs are out like, well, I sure do enjoy my bed.
Harriman is just he looks so annoyed. He is so fucking annoyed.
I mean, I'm gonna say it again. I do expect to have a hot date tonight. I don't think you guys want to be crowding. Unless you do, which is a different talk.
He turns away. He turns away. He turns away. He was going to argue with him, but now he turns away.
So I'm now outside of everything else. I do need to say something about Domino that might
No, I know, but he's ace, yeah?
he's ace.
Yeah, it's mostly Valentine's just fucking around. Valentine has no actual expectations of that. Sorry.
I figured, but I wanted it to be clear for everyone that Domino is ace. Which honestly makes it even funnier.
He died.
Like,
Oh my god.
like Valentine reads a book or goes on a date with Domino and it's just like, oh my god, this is so sexual. And Domino's like, I'm gonna fucking
Actually, that's probably how it goes.
see, it makes it way fucking funnier to me. But yeah. So Valentine
Wow,
is
how
going to bed.
intimate.
Valentine has claimed to bed. I'm sorry, Harriman and Merc.
Meanwhile, in the other room, Candy's just like, well, at least this kind of worked out. I don't have to melt anyone else. I don't have to melt anyone out, and I call that a win.
Yeehaw. So, Harriman, what do you do about the bed situation?
Yeah, he stares at the bed and then looks at Murdoch and just like, he doesn't know how to deal with this. Because there's no way in hell he wants to share a bed, but he doesn't want to like.
I'm completely fine with just sleeping on the floor.
Oh, good. He comes on the bed then. He makes himself comfortable.
Oh my god! Murdoch, baby, I'm so sorry.
You guys are such assholes.
Valentine looks directly at Harriman like, wow, selfish.
You're the one talking! You're the one talking! He gets up, he's like, you're the one. He throws his fucking pillow.
Do I have to roll to dodge?
Dodge the
Do
pillow.
it. Just do it.
Dodge
Roll,
the
yeah.
pillow.
Okay, what do I roll?
Meanwhile,
Smooth.
Smooth? Okay, smooth.
I almost said speed! I'm stupid! Let me live!
Oh wait, fuck. That's how you roll, right? I've forgotten how to roll.
Yes.
you
Okay,
combined
great, I still failed. Okay. I got confused with Monster of the Week rules, so I was like, wait.
Yeah, it's like Loop where you add your attribute to your skill.
Yeah, okay. That was the correct amount. I just forgot. Yeah, okay. So it hits him in the fucking face.
He's dead.
Oh my
Wow.
god,
Rusty.
girls, this is such a fun sleepover.
Candy is hearing this in the other room. It's just like, ooh, shit. Stuff's getting rowdy over there. Damn.
Proxy is probably messing with his gun. Messing around with
Need
it.
any help with that?
I don't think.
Yeah.
Power's fine.
You heard it here, folks. Proxy doesn't think. Anyway.
Huh?
Sorry. You just said, I don't think. And I was like,
Nice.
wow. Proxy.
No thoughts. My inventions
This is
think
such a
for me.
chaotic session already. No.
Okay.
My inventions think for
So
me. I'm sorry.
Do you all go to bed at a reasonable hour? Because it is late. Or perhaps, is there anyone here who'd like to explore Macaw's night?
Valentine. Everyone! Murdoch, do you want to explore the nightlife?
Or do you sleep?
I will, like, actually cry if Murdoch's the only one, and, like, both his roommates leave, and he still sleeps on the floor!
Okay, so
Y'all
they
just-
okay. Well, who's going? Because Candy's going. Valentine's going. Is Proxy going?
Proxy's going.
Proxy's
He's going just because he doesn't want to be in there by himself. He feels dumb. Just like, okay, I want to hang with my friend.
Yeah,
I'm
Candy's
talking
just
with
like,
them.
oh hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like this street food's really good. I have to take you. I think Magic's told me about some of the stalls around here.
Go.
So yeah, I would imagine Candy walks out of the room and sees Valentine's just like, you too.
Is Harriman also going?
Yeah, Harriman is.
Oh shit! Oh no!
He was
Is
planning
he
to
there?
You could grab dinner in the form of Chinese street food.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Let's do it! Let's do it!
Yeah! Valentine hungry.
Son, is Murdoch
Murdoch.
coming with us? Son,
Does Murdoch stay behind to rest, or does Murdoch decide to enjoy the culture of Macaw?
Murdoch chooses to go out and try to find someone to have the armor he's looking for.
You could probably find that if you looked hard enough, but they're going to be going through some stalls to get food if you end up being hungry.
Tell you, okay, out of character, you can't
at
do
least-
this to me. I'm missing Taiwan right now. You can't do this to me.
Now, my knowledge of Chinese street food is
Oh my
very
God.
rough comparatively to my knowledge of Japanese street food. So forgive me if I get some names wrong, because I did do a little research a bit ago on what like street food would probably be.
Fucking dabs. If you need help, I can fill in the blanks for you.
I'd rather just go searching on my own.
We've got our team's lone wolf. So everyone else, you head out to enjoy the nightlife. Murdoch, you decide to avoid the kind of busy nightlife streets and go looking specifically for something along the lines of somewhere with weaponry, maybe like a museum might lead you to some experts or something like that. You're just looking. You're exploring.
Pretty much. Do I need to like roll an investigate check?
In a bit. In a bit I'll have you roll investigate. For now.
Oh, my neck.
Sorry,
I hope you didn't hear
eating
that.
gum. My neck, my back. Ouch, my neck, my back.
No, I hope you didn't hear that because I
My
saw
bone.
my mic light up and I was like, oh shit.
I did hear that.
Ugh, my
I heard
bones.
like I heard a pretty loud pop that sounded like a bubblegum pop.
Guys, I'll be right back. I need to go grab something.
Okay,
No, that was my neck. I'm sorry.
so you guys go to enjoy the nightlife. Actually, you know what? We're not going to cut. I'm going to wait for Chillbeak and Domino just a bit longer because I think there's something that could happen during the nightlife that will lead right to them. So, you guys go out. It is hustling and bustling. There's a few game stalls, stuff that you might see carnivals, because there's stuff like that on even Japanese streets. Just game stalls or stalls selling things like masks or toys alongside some of the food stalls. There's I need to remember the names. Forgive me a moment. But I know one thing that's like very common, I believe, is they're kind of like those pancakes, right, Shaw?
Depends what you're talking about, because like, if you're talking about like the scallion pancakes, yeah, there's like a lot of those.
Yeah,
Tonyogi.
scallion pancakes or a zombie?
Wait,
They're
what?
like crepes, I think.
You need to give me an image.
I've looked it up and I did spell it.
Yeah, you
Like
need to give me an
these.
image. Oh yeah,
This is
that's a.
Canadian.
God, I don't. Fuck, I actually don't know what those are called, but I do know what you're talking about.
You know, there's fried rice, there's some tofu in some places.
I think
A lot of noodles.
Yeah.
cold rice noodles mostly, and what are the Chinese bread buns called?
Um,
Baozi?
baozi.
Baozi.
Yeah, baozi is like yeah, you're talking about like the little buns, right?
Yeah,
Or
and then xiaozi for dumplings.
饺子
Xiaozi.
饺子 yeah, 饺子
Those are like dumplings.
饺子 is also known as gyoza or
Oh,
guoza.
yeah, gyoza. That's a more recognizable name to me. I didn't know that they were synonymous.
Yeah, gyoza is actually, it translates to Chinese to guoza because it sticks to the pot, so they're also called pot stickers. Yeah, I get to show my culture. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead. If you have any ideas for more specific like Chinese street foods that might be found, go ape, because I'm
think-
going off of basics. There's stuff like, bread buns. China does the same thing Japan does with a lot of like red bean paste, though, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of like the red bean paste, sort of like the kind of like little cakes and stuff. There's
I know that like candied strawberries, I think, are a thing that are sometimes often.
those are known as tengulu. They're not just candied strawberries. A lot of times they actually use a fruit called hawthorn, which is a little round fruit.
Hawthorn.
Yeah,
Ooh.
hawthorn. Usually it's hawthorn, sometimes it's strawberries, and then sometimes you'll see like candied oranges and stuff even. So yeah.
There's a lot of more specifically very Chinese things like pork buns and all of that. And then there's stuff as simple as like fried dough, because that's a kind of universal.
I think one of the most common ones you'll probably see is what's it called? Oh god, I can't remember the name right now. But it's like a kind of like a pork belly, and it's like braised, and it's a chausa or something like that. I can't remember the name, but like it's a kind of like a red.
I'm not gonna let it linger too much longer, but I see Show getting excited to talk about their culture, and I'm like, please go eat.
There's actually a specific one I feel like Candy would probably eat. But it's like this squid. It's squid.
Oh, squid.
It's like dried squid, yeah.
Ika.
Ika is the Japanese name for it, yeah.
Yeah, I know the Japanese names for a lot of street foods, not the Chinese. So, yeah,
Chinese,
there's a lot of snack foods just there being made, like on the street, like at the booth itself, being made in real time for people. So you guys get to see that, which is pretty fucking dope. What would you guys like try to eat out of like some of the things that have been said? Like, what would your character be most interested in? There's a lot of stuff.
I will have to say he kind of is just interested in everything. I
know so little about food. Yeah, I'll just say like.
Listen, Bunny Boy's actually pretty hungry.
Something sweet, something spicy.
Yeah, I was about to say,
savory.
Is there anything that like uses fruits a lot? Or chocolate?
The tengulu, and sometimes they do have like crepes and stuff, or like that's what it's called, taiyaki. That's what it's called. They do have taiyaki. The red bean fish cake things. That's the name of it.
Taiyaki, they're like nice crispy dough with red bean filling, but sometimes it isn't just red bean. Sometimes there's also chocolate cream, or sometimes fruit filling.
Yeah. Oh man, I looked those up. Those are super fucking cute, and I want to say Valentine probably has some and takes selfies.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh god,
Valentine's definitely taking pictures.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fucking Valentine eats this.
Yes. You Candy and Valentine specifically are being Wingstagram hoes.
Yes.
I'd say freaking Proxy is a picky bitch, but he'll try some of the things that Candy has if they want him to. But he is very anxious about it.
Candy would probably like go a little like easier on him and just try like, like maybe you'll like these dumplings over here or something like that. So
Or something simple like, oh, here's some pork buns.
yeah.
He's still freaked out.
God. Also, the
Harriman, what does Harriman prefer flavor-wise? Does he like savory, sweet, salty, spicy? Mm.
I mean, I was gonna say savory, but then my brain went like spicy, 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 spicy.
why not both? Why not both? You want death
Yeah.
upon your
Probably
child?
There's probably some spicy noodles being offered at one of like the noodle stands.
I would say like it would probably be like just like some stir fry or something, and there's like a sort of like a chili oil to the side that Harriman just dumps on.
Probably, yeah.
You guys go ape. You eat a lot. There's also a lot of drink options. A lot of like, I recall there being a lot of fruit juice being a thing, but also like
Yeah, fruit juice is a
now
very like common thing. Yeah, like slushes
is
actually because
is
it's
bubble tea specifically Japanese,
no, it's
or
actually
would
Taiwanese. It
so
actually
I get the
originated
feeling
from my
that
home
like bubble
country,
tea
so
stands because they're so popular in like bubble teas become popular in more like
yes, the most
other
common type
places.
you'll see, like I feel like because this is a night market, you'll probably see the most common one is called like a tiger stripe one, and it has like basically brown sugar dripping down the sides of it. And it's like
Okay, so this is the
yeah.
drink Valentine gets.
Tiger. An
You
extra
all
bitch.
are just having a good time. You're getting drinks, enjoying the culture. You might get some different things from some stalls. I get the feeling Valentine in particular would like to get like charms or masks or
Valentine.
anything from some of
Okay,
the
Valentine really would, and he also does take more pictures, not just of himself, but like just of Macaw. He kind of is actually very like interested in it because I don't think I'm just gonna go ahead and say he's never been to Macaw, or if he has, I don't know, maybe he didn't get to have fun because he was there with his dad, and his dad was being a buddy day.
It's very, very bright despite it being dark because there's a lot of lights, a lot of neon. There's so much color. It is vibrant.
He likes that part.
It looks like lights across the city are painting a blacklight picture across the sky. It is very, very nice.
Yeah. Gotta go.
What a beautiful night. I can't wait to ruin it.
God damn it.
See, well, the night market is bustling and hustling and all of that fun stuff. When I said that there were underground markets, I meant literally underground. We go below. And we see Domino and Chilbeak. Domino and Chilbeak go up to a door. Domino knocks, gives a code word, it opens, and there is another bustling market, but this one is not so neon. There's people with stalls set up for all kinds of different contraband. All sorts. And lots of other illegal experimental weaponry, armor. There's people offering services as assassins, hitmen, blackmailers, stuff like that. All sorts of unsavory things being bought and sold in this little market under the ground. You realize that this place is kind of like, well, what's interesting is it goes so far down that when you look outside one of the windows, you can tell that this is a complex that goes as far down as even being like, oh, you can see some seawater outside some of the windows. You know how the money bin has the underground lab, Dermis? Think something like that, but a bigger market instead of a lab. Welcome to the very illegal place.
Oh boy.
Huh. This seems a little bit expensive for your usual black market sort of setup.
That's because Fowl keeps a close eye on it.
Yeah, because last I checked, your normal run-of-the-mill hitman or assassin can't exactly afford fish tanks and, like, weird vistas.
Owl has a bit of a reputation to uphold, even if they're doing illegal shit. They want it to look some degree of classy, though. As Domino takes a sweeping look over the people in this market, he says, class may vary.
Yeah, I get it. Pearls before swine sort of situation, I suppose. But, so what exactly are you wanting us to start with this place?
I think one of the best places to start looking or to draw attention to ourselves, maybe draw him out, would be to look at some of the people who are advertising. Well, you've heard of artificial elements, right?
Well,
And
in
I
a
need you to
literal
roll
sense.
for me
Roll what?
a recall.
Okay, give me one moment. Alright, I got 1-6.
You do know what they are. They are a specific kind of drug that can infuse the power of a specific quote unquote element into the person who uses said drug for a limited amount of time. Stuff
What's
that's
the
simple, like generating fire from the fingers or making water out of thin air.
what's the drug called again?
Artificial elements.
Yeah. It's that weird. Isn't it like a weird rock candy or something that's supposed to give you fire at the fingers, water coming out of your wrists, that sort of pizzazz?
Yeah. I get the feeling a guy who's interested in stealing superpowers would probably have a specific interest in that kind of drug.
So who's our dealer?
Come on, I'll show you. Domino leads you through the market. Every now and then you get a few glances your way. It seems some people here can recognize a foul agent. Most eyes tend to be on Domino. You notice a few of the looks are actually pretty lecherous. It's kind of gross, and Domino is trying very hard to ignore it. There are some curious looks your way, though, as if they don't recognize you, but that's probably because you're such a fresh agent.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Leads you up to a stall, and you see a man who looks very, very out of place because he's so colorful. He's got white and red striped shirt, polka dot bow tie, puffy, puffy hair. This appears to be a poodle?
A poodle.
Yep, in my throat. Oh god. Yep. He looks at you and he's like, welcome. Welcome to my candy emporium. What would you like to buy, dears? And you see a lot of his candy, which are very clearly drugs, are laid out and they do look like candy. And like you said, the case of artificial elements looks like one of those jars that like rock candy sticks would be in. Meanwhile, there's an array of stuff that looks like candy bars or like those powder candy bags or cafes.
And Chilpik does give a look over to Domino, and he's just sort of like, it's a look of, so this is the guy, huh?
Domino gives a returning, very tired look of, yeah, this is the guy we should keep an eye on if Jigsaw is going to show up.
Uh, yeah, so you're the one that I hear has those fun little rocks. Little rocks that make magic things come out of your hands, if you catch my drift.
Oh, yes. I do have some fun rocks. And he pulls one of his jars off of a shelf and he opens it and pulls out a stick of the rock candy. And he just munches it. He just goes ahead. He's like, pardon me, I like to take samples of my own candy. I mean, I did go through the effort to make them, you know.
Kind of unusual for someone to taste their own product, but I'm not one to judge.
Well, how could I resist? It's all so sweet. You got a sweet tooth, buddy.
Now, I can't say that I have. I
Hmm.
like much sweeter things, my friend.
What about you, big guy? You seem like you would have a sweet tooth. And he looks at Domino, and Domino looks thoroughly disgusted, but he forces a grin like, no, sir. No. My old partner was more of the sweet tooth between. Well, I guess I could always help you guys learn to love sweets. Well, you know, I've got saltier or bitter candy.
So Shilbik does kind of give Domino a look of, do you want me to take the lead, or should you?
He gives you a look and a little nod, like, please take the lead. This guy is driving me crazy.
Well, as much as that is all fine and good there, friend, I'm afraid that we do have a little bit of word that there might be someone who might be looking to take some of your sweet, sweet goods.
Take? Without paying?
Without paying, and it's applied a little violently.
Oh dear. Hmm.
He's got a bit of a nasty sweet tooth.
Well, that's no good at all. That explains why a couple of foul big shots decided to stop by. You're not just here window shopping. Let me guess. You want to protect my stone.
Well, considering your getup and considering the operation, I take it you're at least you're at least paid under the table by our mutual employer.
Oh, absolutely. See, I'll let you in on a little secret, foul boys. What I got here, it's good stock, but what you guys pay for, it's the best stock.
Yeah, I imagine. But that is neither here nor there, friend. What we've come to do is to make sure this nasty toothed little bugger doesn't lay a finger on you. We do have suspicions that he may come here.
This is about the other market that got attacked, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, I'm perfectly happy to let you stay here. I'll even let you have some free samples for the hard work you boys are doing. He pulls out a lollipop and offers.
This isn't from your back stock, is it?
This isn't a drug, don't worry. It's just a normal lollipop. If you want a drug, I can give you drugs.
No thanks.
Domino absent-mindedly takes the lollipop. He looks at it. It's cherry. He's like, yeah, okay. Domino actually takes the lollipop.
Yeah. Chobik just shrugs. He's like, meh. Just a normal lollipop. Trust me, the candy drug dealer. Okay. But anyways, Chobik's like, all right. Well, then we'll just go ahead and keep an eye out.
You do that. Do it the best you can. And he gives you a little wave and kind of like motions for you to go ahead and loiter as much as you want, just look natural. And you do that for a little bit. Just making idle conversation, probably, as you kill time, waiting to see if this motherfucker's gonna show up. You'd think he would be pretty obvious, considering his ensemble, but there's also likely a chance that he would be hiding, or rather disguised. I need you to roll.
Need a roll.
Investigate.
Okie dokie. Using the luck point. Okay. Alrighty.
And wouldn't you know it, Domino also got a 60, huh? You both are looking around, and you notice someone in a very, very big black cloak. And that's not too weird, considering there's a lot of people here who want to hide their identities. It is an illegal market. But what you do notice is through the shadow of that hood, you see a mask. That mask looks suspiciously like the one that you saw on the guy before when you looked at him. You see, when you looked at him before in the picture in the file, down the middle of his mask was, well, you know the line between two puzzle pieces when they're connected? Essentially that. Domino seems to notice too, and he whispers, "Found our guy. How do you want to play this?"
Well, that depends. We waiting for him to make the first move, or do we want to go in loud and stupid?
I think we don't need to do either. I think. See if you can sneak around behind him. I'll stay here. We can get one in front and one behind. I'll talk to him, engage in conversation. And then you come up behind, put your gun to his back.
Sounds good. Go ahead. Go ahead and turn on that famous charm of yours.
It's the best thing I have. Now, Chillbeak, you need to roll a sneak.
I'm to roll a sneak. Woohoo. Hopefully I don't buck this up.
So you succeed in sneaking around behind your hooded figure. As Domino goes up to him and makes idle conversation, he says, "Oh, hey there. I'm a pretty common person in this market, and I just couldn't help but notice a new face. And he's got that charming smile, and he's like, if you need any help, I'd be perfectly happy to offer it." And you see Domino place a hand very kindly on this guy's shoulder, and the guy is taken instantly by just the air of friendliness that Domino has put up. This air of slight flirtation. He's clearly working his magic as you sneak behind. And eventually, do you put the tip of your gun against his back?
He sure does, and he makes sure to just leave it ever so slightly primed so that he can feel just a little bit of cold behind his back.
I had a feeling you were playing me for a fiddle. Well, of course I was. What? You think I just talk nice to every hooded stranger in this place? What do you want? I know what you're about to do. I know you're here to steal foul shipments. And I want to know why, Jigsaw. If you want to get out of this alive, you are going to have to tell me. Agent Domino, I see you've taken up a new partner. The old one not cut it for you? Nothing like that. I thought you had a habit of dropping old partners. It's not gonna work, buddy. Thought I should try. Well, I'm sorry to both of you boys, but I can't exactly tell you what I'm doing. You see, scared as I am of Fowl, I'm much more scared of her. She's gonna know what you're doing. The Jinn? She already knows. You think I came here alone? She's got eyes all over me. You hear a beeping in the crowd, and a beeping on the ceiling, and a beeping on some far walls. Both of you are gonna need to roll a move real fast.
Ooh.
You both grab each other and manage to duck out of the way. Just as you hear explosions going off, tearing through the market, you hear screams, you see people falling. And you remember, Chilbeak, where this was, that it's underneath a populated place. You two, while it's exploding, you run back to the entrance, start climbing out of this place, going back up to the surface, just in time to see one corner of the night market caving into the ground. Fortunately, not the part that our other heroes were at.
Do we see this?
Of course you do. The ground is shaking with the force of it. It's practically an earthquake.
Oh my god. Oh
And
god. Candy is
before we
horrified
get
looking at that, so.
before we get back, I would like Murdoch to roll me that investigate now. You did find some nicely upgraded armor. There was an armor display stall a little bit away, selling things akin to just armor for all parts of the body and all of that fun stuff. You did, in fact, find some nice armor, and you were heading back to find your fellow peeps. Just that you could let them know you got what you needed and you were heading back. And as you were going, you too felt that earthquake that shook the ground as a part in the corner of the night market just caved into the ground. Now you all see that. People are starting to panic and run away. What do you do?
Jesus Christ.
Run
Proxy.
towards it.
Oh.
Hey, Ribbon.
Remember how I said this is how we get shot? Proxy like pulls out his invention and just starts kind of following.
So,
Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
if you're asking me, I run right towards the explosion. Full steam ahead.
You all rush in.
Well, actually, Candy's a little bit confused on what to do because he doesn't really know, like, but he sees everybody else going, I guess, and he's like, okay, god, fuck. He starts stumbling over.
They're so valid. Now. So, you guys run over and you see in rocket boots, flying up from the rubble, a figure in a costume that could only be described as just thrown together. But what's interesting are the gauntlets on this costume and the eye visor look very familiar to you, Candy. Roll
Oh
me a recall.
shit! Oh no. So Candy is the only one who sees that?
Now, they all see it, but I think Candy's the only one who could possibly connect the dots. Well, Valentine too.
Oh god.
Valentine don't pay attention.
Valentine don't pay attention. Well, Candy certainly notices that, and his
Can you roll me a
eyes?
recall?
Sure. I'll roll recall. This isn't gonna go well. Fuck. God. Bitch has a smarts and he has a 3 in smart. Oh, this is not gonna go well, Ree.
He has no.
He has no brain cells.
2-1.
It looks familiar to you, but you're too panicked to place them together.
Okay.
You're panicked because holy shit!
Holy
but this
shit!
guy with his thrown together super villain costume with his rocket boots, his white and multicolored gauntlets, his weird digivisor, all of that, his massive beak poking out from it. You realize he's probably some type of crane.
Oh.
He's looking down at the people panicking and he's laughing. You realize he has a bag on his back, comically large, and clearly it's just got a bunch of shit thrown into it.
Can I throw a lightning bolt at him?
What are you doing?
Can I throw a lightning bolt at him? If he's looking at the chaos and laughing, very supervillain-esque. I'm
You
gonna
can
assume
throw lightning at him. That would be dexterity.
I throw. Hold on. Fuck.
Bitch.
You throw lightning at this guy, and it doesn't miss. But what he does is he holds his hand out, and the gauntlet takes the brunt of it and just glows. And he throws the lightning back down at the ground. He looks at you and he's like, a superhero in Macaw. Here I thought I'd only have to deal with fouls, boys.
Oh no.
I'm greedy. I can't ever miss a party.
Ooh. It's at this point that Domino and Shilbeak, you make it to the surface. You see this. And Domino sees Valentine and just laughs and waves and is like, oh, you made it to our date.
Valentine sees Domino and smiles real big. He's like, I did. I can tell you though, I've had better so far.
Yeah, this guy's a bit of a buzzkill, I gotta admit. But hey, there's very little quite as fun as beating the shit out of a guy together.
Very true.
Chillbeak, your partner is openly flirting with a superhero.
You know what? I'm not even really gonna ask. That's your business. But sorry to chill the air on this, but I think it's time maybe we take care of this.
Let's go ahead. And you guys are about to start a battle, but for now we call break because Sho just told me what time it was. Thank you very much. Break.
You're welcome.
Girl, I'm sorry, but
Fucking God.
seriously.
Wahoo! We're back, fellas.
So, you all see Jigsaw, the supervillain, is looking down at you all, and he's like, I'm strong, but I'm not stupid. There's a whole lot of you here. So, bye. And he starts to fly away.
Hey, wait a minute!
Can
Oh, don't
Hold
get
on.
cold feet on us now, hun.
Again with the ice puns. Go ahead.
Look, if I didn't want to do that, I wouldn't have made it my shtick. But anyways, if that wasn't an indication, Chillbeak fires.
could
Okay,
Good proxy
roll
try-
me dexterity.
Okay.
Proxy, what would you like to do?
Proxy wants to fire too?
Oh god, y'all just
'Cause-
firing, huh?
The base because the
Okay.
base thing of his gun is still the manipulator. It's still that stasis thing.
Okay. So you're hoping to get stasis.
Wait.
Here's where we introduce the fun part of the minigun.
Yeah.
I gave Proxy a very overpowered weapon, with one stipulation. It's time to roll that D100.
Yep.
Wait a minute, real quick. Is so Chillbeak is firing at Jigsaw, right?
Jigsaw. Yeah,
And so it's proxy.
yeah.
Can I try and stop Chillbeak?
Wait,
What?
why?
Why?
No.
Or not Chillbeak, sorry. Can I try and help Chillbeak?
There you go.
Buddy!
I think, well,
So
Chillbeak
no,
already
so much.
succeeded. Chillbeak already succeeded, so I'll just say that you threw your own ice up with Chillbeak's blast, and that helped with the freezing. Proxy, do you still want to? Yeah. Lucky you. The gun gives you what you need. See, you guys shoot up and freeze the guy's rocket boots, so he starts falling. You fire the minigun. It puts him in stasis, so as he's falling, you shoot, hit him, and he's floating now instead of making impact with the ground.
It worked.
Okay, that's quick work. Now
One
then,
hell of a gun
Fire-
you got there,
shock him.
Proxy.
Yeah. It does almost anything I need it to.
Very glad I got
Like-
an IOU now.
I'm very glad you didn't test that on me.
Oh, please, I wouldn't have shot you with it.
Candy gives him a look.
You can't. I think Proxy kind of looks over. Is like, hey, you want to shock him again?
Who, me?
You got lightning.
Well, I mean, he's kind of good. I think, like, gesturing to the frozen and stasis dude.
I mean,
I can.
Do it.
They
Do
Like
it.
this.
he just flew out from
Yeah,
from
Domino shoots
an
the guy.
exploding floor thing.
Domino,
Domino-
what?
Domino shoots the guy.
Oh,
He just shoots the guy in the. He shoots the guy in the arm, and he screams. Domino's just like,
I just meant knock him out, shoot him.
Mm.
the guy screams because Domino shot a shock bullet So he's like, he basically did what Valentine was like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to shock him. And the Domino was just like, here we go.
Now this is just starting to be overkill. I think we can just call the Macaw authorities now.
Candy's
Maybe
just
we
like,
should-
you know
I'm
what? That's what you get for ruining our fucking night and also blowing up like part of the town. That's
Hey, shouldn't we actually be focusing, since this is all done and over with, shouldn't we be actually focusing on he just like motions
Right.
about Domino?
I mean, hold on,
Business.
it's not done until dude's behind bars.
Oh,
He's
bars.
lit-
He is kind of immobile for now. The gun won't let go for a bit.
How long does it last?
I don't know.
Exactly. So,
Well,
Yeah.
listen.
authorities.
Listen, the manipulator used to work by me just pressing and holding a button. This thing, I just fire
Then
it. It could
maybe
be for
somebody-
an hour.
Then maybe somebody should take those gauntlets off of him.
While
Oh.
you guys are chuckle fucking it up, Domino leans over to Chillbeak and is just like, so we need to take this guy back to HQ. While they're talking, why don't we just inch this guy away?
Can I try and intercept them from
Well,
getting
hold on,
to?
they have to roll sneak.
I hope
All right.
If they're rolling sneak, can I roll to see?
Alrighty then. Just make sure to
Oh,
get
no,
a good
no,
enough
no.
of a distraction. Hold on. I have to do my own sneak.
Can I roll to like notice that? Is that understand or
No.
investigate? No, I
No.
can't. Oh fuck.
If they successfully sneak, they successfully sneak.
Bitch, are you
You
fucking
noticing would
I
be
mean,
them failing.
Domino.
I'm going to kill them.
Domino and Chillbeak silently grab Jigsaw as he's floating in the air, and they just start slowly, carefully walking away, dragging him away.
And then
You
when
guys
they're
are still
far enough
talking, so you
away,
don't notice. Yep. They get far enough away that they are out of sight. That is when you notice that they're fucking gone.
Okay, listen, this is
fucking kidding me.
This is why I was saying we need to deal with the problem, with the main problem.
Well, at least I wanted to get the.
Literally,
I
literally
wanted to
said,
confiscate
let's
the
deal
guy's
with this
weapons.
dude that they just took. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Ah.
now we gotta go look for them.
Yeah.
Herman says that. Valentine's like, oh no, we have to go look for them. Wow. How unfortunate.
You
Hmm.
want?
I
Should we
was
split
promised.
up? Should we
We're not splitting out because that's
I
how we're gonna make.
wonder. Hey,
teams?
Del. Can I
Yes.
roll recall again to try and remember what those gauntlets were in that visor?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, why did I give him such low recall? I have 3 luck points and I could use it.
I love they just slowly.
Now that you have seen those gauntlets up close and the visor up close, it suddenly clicks to you. That's the alchemist's costume, or specifically parts of it. Those gauntlets were what was used to, well, control the elements, basically.
So,
You
Candy.
realize, you realize that, and does Candy know who Magic was?
He does, actually, because she has told him. She doesn't really care about that title much anymore, so.
So, you know who those gauntlets belonged to.
Yeah, so, like, in the middle of, like, everything, Candy, you guys hear, like, a sound come from Candy, and he goes, like, oh no! Oh,
Oh,
no.
Oh no!
I just
Did something
remembered.
worse?
You know how I had a feeling that I should probably take those gauntlets? I suddenly remembered who those belonged to. Oh.
Hmm?
The alchemist.
Who?
The alchemist. Those belong to the alchemist. They control the elements. Those gauntlets can control elements, and that visor is also part of it. Oh, that's not good.
Well,
Now, members of the Zero Unit, Valentine and Harriman, you know who the alchemist is because she's on your fucking team.
Valentine's still like, who's
kidding
that?
me? Are you fucking kidding? Oh, this is.
Proxy has no
Oh,
idea.
she's
Fantastic.
not gonna be happy.
Ooh,
And this
Yeah.
is the time she decides not to come. Okay, then.
Very
Okay.
funny. It's very funny.
Okay, so I'm completely
Poetic,
lost,
really, but
but if we don't start looking soon, I'm pretty sure the stasis will wear off.
might be a
Then
better
yes.
thing.
Let's start looking. Doesn't matter who exactly we're looking for. We need to find all three of them.
Exactly.
Especially
So-
the guy with the weird gauntlet.
Yeah, sure. Which way do we go?
I don't.
Let's just decide.
Should.
Need everybody to roll investigate.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, Proxy's good at that.
Oh, I have no brain cells. Fuck.
Oh yes, Proxy's a show off with something. Please. God, 1.
Candy's
blind. Oh, I'm sorry.
Motherfucker, I'm not doing good tonight.
Valentine very quietly just, I am not doing good.
My rolls, they're so bad. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my heart of the cards luck points. Fuck it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I ever like updated Candy's sheet, so I'm playing as like.
Well, it didn't fucking matter. Amazing.
You guys got a few 6s, so I will say that you go in the right direction. You can kind of tell. Because, Candy, you have the bright idea. No, actually not Candy. Murdoch has the bright idea.
Oh,
He's
thank you.
cold. He knows how to follow cold. Chillbeak, he's following Chillbeak's cold because he's attuned to it. He's like, I know how to follow the cold. So he's kind of leading the way for you guys. And it's hard to track, but you guys are going in the right direction. Meanwhile, I'm gonna need Chillbeak, and I'm gonna need Domino to roll move.
Woohoo. Time to move, baby.
Murdoch just like trips over Domino.
You two make it back to that foul safe house. You get inside, dragging the still floating, still stasis jigsaw along. And, well, you, using supplies that are there while he's still stasis, tie him up, kind of throw him against the wall. Just in case he gets unstasis, he needs to be restrained. And now you guys are free to interrogate. Yeehaw!
Alright, so who's wanting to take the lead on this one? Is it
Hmm.
gonna be me again, or is it gonna be you?
I get the feeling you'd be the better bad cop.
I do like giving people the cold shoulder.
Candy somewhere feels that bad pun.
That is so good. Anyway. So, Domino looks at the guy, and he's just like, alright. Look, this can go really easy, or really hard, depending on how much you cooperate. But you know how Fowl operates. You know. You've been there. You've seen them at their worst, and at their worst, it isn't even just that there's no one left behind. It's that people get left behind never the same again. You don't want to be that. So when we ask you a question, you're going to answer it. And then it'll go easy. Jigsaw looks at you both and he's like, Like I said, I'm much more scared of her than I am of you.
Well, then if that's the case, then your boss should be a lot more afraid of me.
What's there to fear about you? You're some 2-bit supervillain who got a lucky break into Fowl.
Yeah, but I do have one hell of a temper. And, there is obviously. There is a trick that I haven't shown most people with this gun. What it can really do to people once it really freezes you. Like, for the most part, I like turning people into popsicles and the like, melt them down, that sort of thing. That's all been fun. But that's only been at a half setting. I turned this puppy up to its maximum. Well, tell me. You know the trick about what happens when ice gets too cold, when something gets too cold and it starts to burn? That's what I can do to you. If you don't tell me what you know. And if you don't cooperate.
Would that risk killing me?
Oh, by the end of it, you're gonna wish that I had done that.
I need you to roll.
Lying
I
or
would
charming?
say charming, even though it's not like charming him, it's intimidating, but like it's a similar skill.
Yep.
Or lying. Actually, lying would be closer to intimidating,
Yep. Well, either way, it's gonna be 8.
I think. Jigsaw blinks behind the mask. And I need to roll something for him. Fuck. I did it wrong. I'm done. There we go. Okay. So, he does seem scared by you. He just says, what makes you think just because you're scary means I'm more scared of you than her? I don't think scaring is going to get you what you want here. I think you want to reassure me that you won't let her get to me.
Well, right now, we're your best hope because we have the manpower and the finance and instant escape that you need. So right now, we're kind of your best option to escape, even if that option ain't much.
Do you know why I left Fowl?
Well, if I had to take a guess, I don't know, what do you rogue types usually do? You probably didn't like your pay, and you decided to walk off, go cold, and, well, end up in a mess like this.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. That it's always just about the pay. are not getting enough work. No. I left because there is no sense of trust. There's no family in Fowl, and I know that sounds weak. But at the end of the day, even the worst of us need to have a degree of trust in those around us. We need to know that we won't get turned against at the drop of a hat. That the dogs won't just turn and eat you alive at a moment's notice. And Fowl doesn't have that. I needed it somewhere else. Because the second I started to have a little bit of self-interest, I wasn't even against them. I was still doing their work. But the second I had a bit of self-interest, it turned them against me. These people I continued to risk my life for. They told me to lie down and die, not to run. We all decided to play a dangerous game with Fowl. Do you ever wonder why they make it so dangerous? Who benefits? The people at the top. No, no one. Both of you? You're just pieces on a chessboard. No, not even that. You're just drawings. Drawings of characters that Fowl owns, and once they get tired of you, they'll throw you in the paper shredder. You're not safe with them. And you know it, but you play this game anyway. Why?
Well, you know this business about as well as I do, pal. It's that alliances formed among the nasty and the villainous among us are fragile alliances at best. I knew this wasn't really that much of a permanent gig, and I know foul enough to know that eventually I'll get too independent and they may actually try to do it. But I suppose there's a reason why I was independent for as long as I was. It's because I was really good at running. I was really good at dodging.
Until they send another domino and another chillbeak to find you. He glances at Domino, and when you see Domino, you can see his expression is very cold. What? You think your standing with them is so good that they'd never get rid of you?
Oh no, I fully expect that once I start turning on them and once they see a little slight in me, they'll probably want my head on a pike.
Oh, not you. I know what you've accepted. I'm asking what tall, dark, and handsome thinks. Domino just looks away, pulls out his gun, and holds it out. And he says, "Tell me what the fuck we want to know before I blow your goddamn head off." I can't. I can't tell you. The second I do, well, it doesn't matter anyway, honestly. I can either go out from you guys killing me or go out from her killing me. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather die knowing I gave you nothing.
All right. You chose to do this the hard way, pal. And he point blank just put Jigsaw on a complete block of ice.
God, I was getting tired of hearing that jackass talk.
Yeah, well, now he's an ice cube. Go ahead and give this nice little delivery over to the boys at Fowl.
Domino looks thoughtful for a moment, but he looks at you and he asks, "What exactly do you want to get from all of this? What's your end game?"
I just kind of want what's mine. And Fowl might be able to help me get it. It's business is all.
And what is yours?
It's something that ain't exactly a pain.
He looks away for a moment. Do you really think they're gonna shoot you in the back?
Oh, I probably know for a fact they're gonna. Me and Fowl haven't exactly had that much of a good history with each other. Like I said, I was independent for the longest time, and they didn't necessarily like that. Thought that I was encroaching on their turf most of the time.
So they're just putting you on a short leash until they can put the dog down.
Well, you know what they say. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and all that jazz.
Good luck when they turn their back on you.
Well, I've had practice shooting people in the back.
You know, that sounded really like it was gonna be you shooting me in the back, and I just had a brief moment of don't you fucking do it, but we're still on the same team for now. So I'm expecting that you won't.
I literally have no reason to, pal, so don't worry about it. This is literally the first time we've met, remember?
Yeah. Hopefully the last. I kind of like you too much to want to be the one who puts the bullet in you.
Yeah, it would be kind of a shame.
But I guess at the end it's just business.
And I can't exactly fault you for that.
So, I need one more investigate.
Sure.
People outside. Not you. I need the people outside to see if they can find the foul base. Yeehaw. Everyone on the
I love that.
Oh,
I need
fuck.
one more investigate. Sure. Not you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have no brain cells, so once again, if I don't succeed at this, if nobody else succeeds at this, I will use my fucking luck points. Fuck.
Candy.
I have a brain cell!
Candy's head is not empty. He's got genes.
He's not angry
Wow, look
anymore.
at
Oh my
all
God.
those ones. Also,
All
oh
the
my
one-
God, Valentine, you
Harriman.
dumb piece of shit.
Both of you.
Whoa. Shit.
Harriman got
Harriman,
bad.
fuck.
Harriman, like, walked into a fucking manhole.
Down the rabbit
Harriman.
hole.
He's so frustrated. He's having a time.
He does the Wilhelm scream,
he's just-
like going down a rabbit hole.
He's just like really calmly just. My God.
Wait,
I
why are
just
you
wanna-
rolling again? Done.
I mean, I could like.
Son, you already got success.
I
can
wanted to
every
see if
equation.
Dice Maiden would be kind.
I mean, you already
Yeah, but you rolled.
you wouldn't have done anything, dude.
Or not Dice Maiden, sorry, Dead. What? That's a new name.
Oh,
That
we
name
just changed the
changed.
name of Sidekick. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Valentine's just a dumb piece of shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody else though
Alright.
got a success except for Harriman.
Harriman and Valentine got nothing.
Also, I'm gonna delete that dice roll.
Harriman just like fucking.
Harriman
It's
is
so
kind
bad.
of bickering, so they don't pay attention. The others, however, they do go up to a building that looks as normal as any other building. But this is where the cold leads.
Oh boy, shall we go in? Seems to be
Oh,
a
Yeah, we're
place.
gonna have to.
I guess so. Carefully and not.
Ready your weapons.
Hmm. Okay.
Harriman looks at the new umbrella and it looks a little.
And Kenny actually looks to Harriman and it's just like, well, you want to do the honors?
Me?
Yeah, you seem reasonable enough, and also you're a rabbit. You can probably hear things from far away.
Sure, why not? Yeah, he kind of just stared because that was a comment. That was a comment, but he's not going to take offense to it because it's more of just a thing.
I mean, it's accurate.
Yeah.
So tell me what your actions are.
Well, I guess. Well, I know he's gonna try to like be very careful not to like be loud and shit because this is supposed to be like a foul base or whatever, right? He's going to.
It's a safe house, but you don't know that.
We
Either
just
way,
know
he's-
this is where the cold leads. So it's
Yeah,
probably where
in
they
the-
went. Yeah?
In that case, he's going to try. Well, it's most likely going to be some sort of sneak, but I don't know exactly how he's going to go in.
I mean, that would be a sneak.
Yeah.
He knocks on the door. Hello, is anyone in there?
No, that would be stupid. He's not stupid.
No, that's
Just
what
kick
Valentine
the
would
door
do.
open.
Okay, so that would be a sneak. So I'm going to do a sneak.
You're sneaking on them.
Oh dear God.
I believe in you.
Del,
No,
can I just kick the door down? Because I have something really stupid I want to say.
Oh
Wait,
my
let
God.
Harriman do his thing first.
if Harriman fails, you can do it.
Yay.
Alright,
Good,
good thing.
lord.
At least
While
the
riding
rest
on
of
this
my powers
Harriman.
will break through.
Please, Harriman, get it. No!
Oh my
Harriman,
god!
please, please tell me you have a luck point.
I have luck points, but I'll do
Don't
it one more
wait,
time. I'll do it one more time.
Don't.
I'll do a luck point. I'll
Do
do
it,
a
do
luck
it,
point.
do it,
But
do
if
it.
it fails,
Do
it
it,
fails.
do it. Let
If
the
it
rabbit
fails,
fight.
Murdoch gets it. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
That's fine. I just want the rabbit to have a chance.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
One.
He probably like slipped or whatever before he figured out his way.
Murdoch raises his sword, and then Murdoch lowers his sword.
I hate, in character, I hate all of you.
Everybody's holding Murdoch back while Harriman does this.
Wow.
Oh no, it's gay.
I just realized something. I can freeze all of you.
Murdoch!
Don't!
You wouldn't.
Candy whips around and is just like, yeah, and I could try and melt all of us out, but that's gonna take forever, isn't it? So don't.
I could shoot. If we're
You're-
if
I don't
click
think
on
you're
the draw,
really
I
with
can
me anymore,
freeze
man.
him.
Hey, listen. Can we not? Can you not? Please don't.
I did it. I got it.
What?
Did,
Doing
is he
what?
actually gonna
Are
try to
you-
do it?
Trying to freeze your party members?
Yep.
Oh my
Are you fucking? Hold.
Okay. The order of events goes like this. Harriman sneaks in advance to try and scope it out. Like, yeah, I'll help you scope it in, and I'll sneak in. So he sneaks in, likely through a window, to see how it is. You know, he gets in. He peeks out, and he sees Valentine, Proxy, and Candy frozen to the ground.
Can I just melt myself out?
What the?
You see, I knew it. I knew we couldn't trust him.
We can't talk. We're frozen. We can't do
Oh, it's not-
You're
shit.
frozen to the ground. But
Oh,
you're
to the
not-
ground?
Wait,
Yeah.
By the way, hang on. I just want to point this out. The only thing I froze was your feet.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
want
frozen
oh,
to.
okay.
I want to hit him with a lightning bolt right now.
Roll dexterity.
Can
Okay.
Candy just
Roll.
melt? Can Candy just
No, you
melt
can't do
everybody out?
anything right now, Murdoch. Not till I roll.
No.
Okay,
Can-
so rolls for everyone in order. Quinn, roll to electrocute. Candy, roll for fire. Proxy, what do you want to
I want to try and stasis him.
Can I try to move out of the way?
You can roll.
I'm using a luck point.
Why are we doing this?
Domino and Chilby can just hear a PvP session happening outside.
I'm using. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna use both my luck points. I'm gonna use 2 luck points because I have 3, so I'm gonna use 2.
I got so mad. I
Instant success. I don't give a shit.
Just too hard.
Okay.
Harriman, like when he turned around to go talk to everybody about like what he saw so far, and then he sees all this shit happening, and he's just like, why? His expression, he looks so done. Murdoch.
So I just kind
Candy?
of yeah.
Candy melts the ice as Proxy aims the gun and tries to fire for stasis. What comes out of the gun instead is confetti.
Candy's just
Proxy.
upset now. I think
100%.
Candy's just looking
Hey,
over.
Proxy.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What villain?
How's that
What?
How's that gun working out for you?
I don't know. How's you being a good
Excuse me?
person?
Excuse me, Murdoch? What the fuck? What is this?
He just
Let me
froze
just
all of
clarify
us.
something.
Why?
Let me just clarify. Can I finish talking? Let me just clarify
Okay,
something.
go on. Explain yourself, please. I would like
I
to
would
hear
love-
this.
I would
Hmm.
love to hear, Murdoch, why you just froze your teammates to the fucking ground. Tell me right now.
I also would
Wasting precious time here too.
I would love
Tell-
to say you have lost talking rights and we should go, but you know what? I kind of want to hear this. So, yeah, give me one good reason why you decided to do that.
2, I never promised to be a good person. 1, I didn't expect everyone to just jump on me like some kind of.
We told
Hold
you
on,
not
first
to
of
kick a
all-
door down.
First of all,
Fuck, are you trying to break the
counted
door down?
backwards. First of all, I don't know why you counted backwards. I just want to point that out. That's a weird thing, my man. Second of
Thank you.
all, you didn't expect us to get mad when you froze us to the
No.
ground?
No, I didn't expect you all to jump at me before I even got to move towards the building.
You were trying
Listen,
to break down
wait.
the door.
You said outright, kick the door down. When
Wait,
he was
hold on,
going
because
in.
I didn't even think that was an in-character thing until after. Like, that wasn't even gonna be a thing unless, like,
Yeah, unless
Harriman
like
failed.
Harriman failed, which like nobody jumped on him because Candy was literally just standing there and watching Harriman.
Valentine wouldn't
So-
have jumped on him.
Yeah, he just
Mm.
froze us.
So he just froze us for no reason.
Pretty much.
You literally
Oh my God.
This is
okay,
why-
listen, the smart way was to fucking go in and
Here's
investigate.
this.
You know what? Is
No,
the door
you
open?
can't fucking just do that.
Wait,
And
is the door open?
Chilbeak, what do? You hear people You hear people outside the building just fucking causing a ruckus.
So I just give Domino a bit of a tap and just like tap tap. Hey, the Knucklehead Squad finally made it.
Oh, great.
Looks like they're having a bit of a tussle with the ice wannabe.
Oh, they're cannibalizing each other. Ooh. Yeah, no, they peek out a higher window at this to see what's happening. Domino sees it and is like, oh my.
Harriman is so furious now. He's so fucking angry. If I didn't have any fucking self-restraint, you. Ooh!
What? What
He's
did you
shaking the
possibly
umbrella
do?
at him.
Oh, I'm so
Oh, you
scared.
wouldn't
I
like
can't
it what I
leave
would
you.
like to fucking do with you. Ooh. This is so stupid.
And meanwhile,
Stupid.
Chilbeak is just sort of like, hey, as much as it is fun to like hear them do that, you want me to just go ahead and freeze the doors down?
That would be nice.
Chilbeak freezes the doors down.
Wait.
How many pieces of ammunition does that take? I'll say that there's like 2 doors, so that would take 2 ammo tanks. Like 2 of the ammo.
So if he has 8, he already used 1 on Jigsaw. 1, or at least 1 to like 1 to freeze him into a popsicle. So yeah, he'll have about 6 by the end of it if he uses.
No, you should have 4.
Oh, 4?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it starts
okay.
with 8, you used 4 of them.
Okay, cool. Then he has 4.
Okay, so like, question, because like Candy and Roxy went into the building already. So is Chobik like freezing down the door, like leading to?
Oh,
them?
I thought y'all were still outside.
Oh,
How
no.
did y'all go in?
Okay. As we were arguing, I asked for the same reason, is the door open? And then
Yeah, I typed.
Show said Candy is leaving. And then Jim said Proxy's going with Candy. Wait, no, Proxy hears tension and
He
stands.
stops in the doorway is what I meant.
Yeah,
Please.
but Candy's
Oh, wow.
gone. He has went in by himself.
Well,
He's, like,
hold on.
in
Point
line.
of order. Is it possible for Candy to have gone in before before Chilbeak noticed? Because I think Chilbeak did his role earlier.
I did do my roll earlier, so I would have noticed
Yeah, no, you
Candy
did the
coming
roll
in.
earlier, so I'm pretty sure that, like, Candy, you try to open the door and it's frozen.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Kidding me?
Do I need to test?
It's frozen shut.
Okay.
It's
Do you want me to shoot
frozen
it?
shut.
Candy, breathe. It's going to be okay.
No, I got
Maybe
it.
just
It's fine.
Break it open.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. I'll melt it. And
Yeah.
Candy
okay.
is going to try and melt the door.
Roll me,
Wait, is this a wooden warehouse?
no.
Okay.
Also, the
I'm
door
gonna
is
say
frozen,
roll
so
me.
he's just de-thawing it.
Roll me
Can I-
power.
While that's happening, can I investigate for different entrances and hope I do a decent roll?
Did you just say
Roll
power?
investigate. Power.
I have 2 dice in
Please
that.
tell me.
Wait! I'm so dumb! I'm using my fucking dark arts! I should be using 2 more dice! I'm so dumb! I have 4! Okay. God! Fuck! He doesn't do it.
No.
Can Proxy just try to shoot the door?
Roll me a d100. Wait. Also, Valentine needs to investigate.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Son, what are you doing?
Candy is angry right now, by the way. He's not trying to. He is trying his best not to blow up because he's so exhausted from all the talking. He's just like trying not
The
to
greatest trip.
deck.
Jesus Christ.
Murder.
The greatest fucking trip. Are you kidding me? This has been such a fucking disaster, especially because of you.
So
We're not
Can
doing
it
good,
just do
buddy.
something?
So you want to burst open the door.
Yeah,
Now,
he just
you try. You point your gun. It does, in fact, open the door for you. It also, burns a hole straight through the door, across the entire building and through it, going through the walls into other buildings. It fired a laser.
Del. Can I say that Valentine was trying to make a sweep of the building, and so he's on the other side, like
And you
right in
see
front
the-
of this.
You see the laser blast through.
Candy
Valentine
looks
just-
through the hole. Candy looks through the hole, and he sees Valentine on the other side, and he waves.
Valentine like looks back. I found another entrance.
Yeah, we
Herman,
can see
Hole
that.
in the wall.
Harriman looks so angry he wants to fucking cry. He looks
Penny-
so mad.
I didn't even know it had that function.
Yeah,
Oh, let's just get inside already.
Yeah, progress. Let's do this.
Valentine enters from the back hole.
you know, surprisingly.
And meanwhile, Chilbeak is like, and he looks over to Domino, and he looks over to them, and he looks over at Domino, and he looks over to them, and he's just sort of like, you know, in all my years doing operations like this, I've never seen the villain team have more coordination and teamwork than the hero team, which is weird. I'm not the only one that finds that a little weird, right? I'm not the
I've seen it happen before, but it's a little rare. Also, you're being addressed by the Moonlander.
Oh, right. The Ice Boy with the identity crisis. Okay, so, what'd you say? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Do not lump me in with these normos.
Weren't you the one that caused the whole clownery that happened outside?
Well, that's only because they tried to, hold me back from doing something that they didn't even know what I was going to do.
Why didn't you just tell them what you were going to do?
Lost my temper for a second when I got basically jumped.
Oh, no, that is completely rash. Why am I not even surprised that that was the reason why you did it?
Don't worry, Murdoch. We won't give you a ride back. We're done bothering you and holding you back, sir. Don't worry.
Okay,
You know, surprisingly, Candy is a little, hoping, Harriman isn't super upset. He's like, yeah, okay, well, I can wait to talk to him, but I should probably talk to him later. But, Candy's kind of looking around. So, question, with the room that we're in, do we see, Chillbeak and Domino, right in front of us, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's the dude? Candy's just like,
You
okay.
see the dude frozen in a block against one of the far walls.
Candy's
Oh,
looking
God.
over, and he's rubbing the temples on his head, and he's like, I'm tired. Alright, you know what? I'll just get this over with. I'm so tired. And Candy's just walking over to the dude.
Chilbeak steps in front of you before you make it to the dude, and it's like,
Valentine
Yes.
is walking over from the other direction.
Domino.
You can't
Alright, okay, short stack. What do you want?
Sorry there, Twinkle Toes, but I can't really allow you to do that.
Twinkle Toes. Alright, real original. Anyways, yeah. Okay, whatever. I can't be bothered to deal with your whole... And then he looks you up and down and he's like, shtick. I'm so tired. Just...
You really seem like it. Maybe you should go home and go to one of the spas or something for a day. You seem like a spa type of guy.
Candy rolls the deck. Candy rolls the deck, jumping.
Oh my god. Okay, that's power.
I'm sorry, I'm so
That's power?
tired.
Roll to
It's
move.
a punch. Hey,
Roll
I'm
to
the
move.
spa guy.
No, I forgot what strength. That.
Yeah, Candy's not... Candy's not great at this. But, you know, actually, maybe he won't punch. Maybe he will try to kick him.
Still power.
Which is still power, but...
Well, that's forgive me for asking, but not you, Toby. Who's kissing with you?
Are you asking who's Domino?
Yeah.
Valentine stops, looks at Murdoch. Literally, the reason why we came here, man. We were just here to bring him back. Pointing at Domino.
Of course, I get one success.
You were
but it
supposed to
misses.
memorize it. Oh my god, dude.
Don't believe we got a picture of them, did we?
We did actually.
We
His
did.
Had a
beautiful face was
whole
on a
thing.
big screen for us to look at.
A
But-
whole thing.
Valentine looks at Domino and he's like, I'm so sorry. This is really amateur hour here, and honestly, you deserve better in an attempt to be recaptured.
He deserves better.
God, I do.
Oh,
I appreciate that you can like recognize that. Like you're one of the good
Okay.
ones. I'm looking at them and I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ! Like I'm sorry that you got saddled.
Thank you
Wow.
for noticing my
That hurt.
struggle.
Harriman.
I really
From both of you.
Harriman goes to actually strike Domino. He's going to strike him with his umbrella. He is done with the shit. He's going to like.
As this discussion's happening, Candy attempts to just fucking roundhouse kick fucking Chillbeak. Chillbeak ducks just under it. But damn, if it had hit, that would have.
What? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
I told you, I'm tired. Huh.
Well, yeah,
One more
I can see
fucking
that.
joke out of you. I
Well,
won't
that was
miss.
both a joke and a recommendation, to be fair.
And
What would that rule be?
Oh god, fuck, I'm so... This is gonna turn really PvP right now, huh?
God.
Harriman
everybody's
is
just crap.
Wow, and I thought I was the only PvP character.
It's very clear that you're not, and also, what's the role again? Hold on. What kind of role
Valentine,
is it?
like, I'm here to do this peacefully.
Hey, Valentine.
Hmm?
Ooh, okay.
Sorry, I had to give show some DM permission.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Also, okay, what's the role for Dorky?
What is Dorky doing? Dorky's going to attack Domino?
Yeah, Harriman
Yeah,
got pissed
okay,
enough
I'm
to
gonna-
go for
That's
for it
power.
with his umbrella. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go ham first, because...
And he's whacking. He's
Something.
he's not doing the gun thing. He's whacking.
He's just whacking.
Yeah, he's not.
Wow.
He's like scolding.
No, like
You
he
straight up swing it like a
No, like I know, but it's so funny.
No.
Yes.
Can I roll to try and like strike a domino or like freeze them?
Let Harriman go first.
Okay.
God, let Harriman go first, and please, I am like last thing right now, because I'm like, oh no.
Domino
Can you-
grabs it mid-swing and just holds it. He's like, I'm having a conversation with a very cute boy right now that I would prefer to not be interrupted.
I
Despite himself,
Valentine!
Valentine grins.
Valentine!
I'm here to do this peacefully, Bun Bun. I thought that was the goal. We're just gonna talk to Domino. You know? That's what I came to do.
His eye twitches before he just turns and looks at Domino just so angrily. But then
Domino gives him a charming smile.
okay, fine then. If you think talking peacefully after all of this shit is going to work, then fine. Fine. He's going to pull his umbrella away.
Well, Domino.
So, I am telling you right now,
Go
as
ape.
the DM,
Go ape. You want me to
if
go
you
ape?
want to escalate this and make it worse and do it, if that is what Candy would do in the situation, even if it makes things
Oh
worse
god.
and crazy,
Okay. Great.
fucking do it.
So, you know how Chilbeak was poking at Candy enough? So Candy has kind of been boiling for a little bit now. First with the whole plane crash, then with Murdoch, then with this shit, and everything else, and all the insults being thrown at him is making him boil. There is steam currently coming off of his body. And he is trying his best to hold it in, except nah, he doesn't. He blows up, and there is fucking fire everywhere.
Everybody roll a move.
Shit.
Oh no! We got fried chicken up in here! Oh! Oh no!
He is so fucking angry.
Okay, that's speed. Okay, give me a second.
Oh, finally. Jeez.
I am so
What?
Oh no, Chilby.
Luck pointing it.
good, bitch.
I'll be down to 1.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Domino dies.
So, did everyone roll? Everyone got a 6?
I think everyone except
Oh
Domino.
no.
Oh my
Everyone,
god!
you just jump
Wait.
aside the second you see it, but Domino was distracted. He
Wait,
turns
can I
at the last second.
go?
What?
Can I save Domino? Because I got 2 6s.
Do you want to? He is your enemy.
Yeah, but we're also supposed to capture him, so I'd rather capture him alive than dead.
Sure, Murdoch, you see he's not going to be able to make it. You just tackle the guy out of the way of the fire. It goes everywhere. The building is now burning. And you see that Jigsaw, shaking, is standing up.
Oh, well. Did you have a good outburst, Twinkle Toes?
Shut the
Was your
fuck up!
Can
Oh,
Proxy just
shit.
shoot? Can Proxy shoot Chilbeak?
Okay, roll me a d100.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, Chilbeak is not wrong here.
Hold on!
Oh, come on.
Poked him! You think he's
You know
not gonna get mad?
Your gun does not fire the blast you hope for. Your gun just fires a splat of yogurt, and it hits Chilbeak's suit. He's been
Right.
splattered by yogurt.
Oh, this is enough.
Okay, I want to say. Okay, I want to say, after seeing that and how intense that was, Valentine does like stands up from jumping out of the way, like, whoa, Candy, you okay, babe?
Candy is like kind of heavy breathing and kind of also at the same time screeching. He's so fucking mad.
Oh,
He is
All right.
not calming down.
Okay. Hey, everybody in the room, even you, Mr. Homemade Man, let's all take a hot second to stop and
Bad
just
choice of words.
breathe, maybe, so that we don't all kill each other. Is that what we want? I think we all want to get out of this alive. So,
I ain't got no
let's
plans
chat,
to do
guys.
Also, bad choice of words on take a hot second.
I know.
don't even bring it up.
Actually, is the whole room on fire? 'Cause that's very bad.
There's a bunch of boxes lining the walls of this big empty storage room that are in fact on fire.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's not good.
I told you, don't make
What does this
Candy
warehouse
mad.
store?
Stuff for foul. Stuff like weapons,
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
kidnapping tools,
Oh, that's
gunpowder.
fine.
Gunpowder?
Oh, that's not fine.
Don't.
We should
Shit.
Hey,
get
Del.
I'm so sorry.
So, run.
Del.
I'm so
We
sorry,
run.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Harriman.
One of the boxes on the farthest corner of the room just fucking explode.
Oh, shit!
Okay, time
Oh.
to go. Time to go.
I'm out. I can take one person with me.
What
the?
Okay, I'm sorry, but
It's gonna be Domino. Sorry, Chili.
Please.
But in character, I'm so sorry, but like, this is probably what's gonna knock out my character
It's
because he
still
doesn't.
gonna be Domino. Sorry, Murdoch.
He doesn't he doesn't move. Candy doesn't move. He's
Hey, Del.
too wigged out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Is it?
Chilpic just lost all his luck points and he didn't make
Could I
So let me see who made it.
show?
Is it? Wait, hmm.
Yes.
I kind of want to do something.
Go
What are you gonna do,
ahead.
Proxy? Hold on. Before you do something, what is Sun trying to say?
I was gonna say, is it possible for me to try and like, freeze myself in place, or like freeze the area around me,
I don't know what good that'll do when there's an explosion.
like in a shell, like a dome around me, so it takes some of the explosion.
The fucking room is on fire. That ice is going to
Dude,
melt,
the entire
buddy.
place is
Yeah,
exploding.
it's gonna melt. It's gonna melt. I'm gonna
just
tell you
gotta
up
run.
front.
Oh, okay,
So-
never mind then.
What do you want to do, Proxy?
Can I use proxy success to get Candy out?
Instead of you?
Yes.
Wait, Show, did you roll?
No, I'm not rolling because Candy is too wigged out to move. He is not budging.
Oh,
So
He is
let me see who
so
succeeded.
fucking angry.
Valentine grabbed Domino. Harriman runs out with them. And Proxy, you see that Candy isn't moving, and you're just like, okay, fuck this. You grab Candy by the arm, pull him to the door, and push him out.
Yep.
I think that's what kind of snaps Candy out of it, and he just
You
looks-
snap out of it just in time to see, as you're pushed through the door, about 3 other boxes in that building fucking explode.
Yeah, Candy's like kind of just horrified, and he's just like, shit, no, no, no.
The explosives, the shrapnel, it hits everyone inside. I need everyone inside to roll me 5d6s. Well, 5d4s, rather.
No. Oh, I thought.
No, we're not gonna make that. Ooh,
You take that amount of damage, all of you.
Cool,
Oh.
chill. Cool, chill
That's
beats with
all-
0. And he
Shelby is
didn't make
out.
it.
Yeah, that's all of Proxy's health.
Wait, do you guys have survival point? Is this how
Oh,
survival
yeah.
points work?
Use a
Yeah.
survival point to survive with 1 HP in this instance.
Guys!
Proxy has 2 survival points. I'm using one.
Thank fuck, Candy's the bard.
So,
No? I think you might have just gotten Chillbeak.
I'm
you don't
gonna
need to use a survival. You use a survival point in this instance to just give yourself 1 HP.
I'm using this.
Okay. But for all intents and purposes, all you guys think you all killed Chillbeak.
Oh, that's valid.
So, one more roll of d4s that I need.
Another?
God, I am so fucking sorry. Jesus.
Jigsaw doesn't die, funnily enough, but he is also very weak. Inside that building, you guys are covered in the broken remains of a bunch of boxes of storage in that room, but you can crawl out, and you outside the building, you see this and you're panicking. From behind you, you hear a voice. Oh. Well, I guess that takes care of the Chillbeak problem.
Harriman turns around.
It's Venomania.
Oh, fucking Christ.
So all of us were outside. See Venomania?
Yep, she's walking over very casually. She's like, well, this is a massive failure, but hopefully we can drag out of the wreckage the person we wanted to get from this. I came here to secure him after you called me, Domino, but it seems things have gotten out of hand.
Oh, no, you
Yes.
don't.
Are you going to try to grab her?
Oh boy.
Not grab.
You approach her at all, her knife tail essentially just touches your neck. Just the tip of it. I'm having a conversation, give me a moment. Domino, you lovely boy. You've done so much for us. I'm sorry. She pulls out a gun and shoots Domino point blank.
What? Okay, with Valentine being the closest, is there any way he could react?
You cannot save him from the shot, but you can respond to it happening.
Yeah, can I, like, pull him? Or, no, wait. You said I can't save him at
You
all.
cannot save him from the shot. It was literally the gun was touching
Oh, yeah.
his chest.
Okay. Oh, no!
Can I also respond to that?
Valentine, like, looks down, like, shocked before he immediately, like, he tries, like, to, words, throw, like, a kind of massive shock at Venomania.
Roll me your dexterity.
God damn.
Hey, also,
I'm
can I go ahead and respond to that as well? Because Candy is very mad and he's not taking shit anymore. He's fucking angry.
Bitch, die!
Roll dexterity or power.
Oh boy. Probably Dex, and I keep forgetting to add my 2 points, so I'm gonna add the 2 points because I'm using my power.
Okay, I'm gonna ask like the 2-year-old question. He's dead, right?
Well, you
Del.
don't know, but he did
He
just get shot
misses.
point blank, so the likelihood is very much there. So you try to aim and fire. She sidesteps it, but she sidesteps right into Valentine's own blast of electricity. To which she kind of like oh baby, that tickles. Ah.
Listen, lady, I'm at my fucking limit tonight.
You know what? So am I. I'll let you all live. I just need to grab that little jigsaw boy from the rubble and leave. You took care of the hard part for me. I was supposed to kill both of these losers when I took what they got for me. But you already handled one half of the problem.
Candy looks away.
Just take your man and get the fuck out.
You got it.
Oh,
She starts stepping away into the rubble. She grabs Jigsaw, who is bleeding and bloodied, by the back of his neck. Just, here we go. Shush, shush, shush. Sleep now. She stabs him in the back with her tail, and he falls unconscious.
Valentine. Oh,
I
wait.
should.
No, go.
She's looking around like, well, this is a loss of weaponry. Oh well.
I should
What would you
mention, Candy is continuously just staring also at the gauntlets and the visor, like, oh, fuck. But he's not doing anything. He's tired, angry.
Okay. Valentine looks at the others and says, "Who's got proxy of Murdoch? Are they still good?"
Harriman is regretfully going to look for proxy. Because
Candy's
he
also
doesn't.
going to look for proxy.
Also, Valentine is covering Domino's like wherever he got shot. Try to like if it's bleeding, like stop the bleeding, whatever.
Venomania leaves with Jigsaw. Everyone who's investigating the rubble and the ruins, roll me investigates. Valentine. You're holding over Domino's wound, and he coughs. He coughs up blood, and he's like, fuck me. He sees you, Valentine, and he's like, what a pretty face to wake up to.
Yeah. Just stay with me, okay? We've got a nice little jail cell back at Duckler Tower, just waiting for you.
Yeah, Candy doesn't turn up with anything and just kind of walks out, I guess.
And oh bless. He's like, I know that's not the best outcome, but figure it's better than hanging around with that bitch. Seems like a real snake in the grass, if you ask me.
I should have seen it coming. Son of a bitch. Can't believe they fucking fired me.
You'd be surprised on what they can fire you over.
I guess you'd know, huh? That's not meant to be mean, I'm just... Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister's still in there.
Can I
I'll get her.
attempt to heal Domino using music heals the soul?
Go ahead.
Sure, I forgot how that works. Give me 1 second.
Also, I
Go
did
ahead.
do an investigate roll, and I got 2 successes to try to find proxy.
Time to look
You
Duck Blur.
find Proxy and Murdoch. And you see, last of all, Killbeak. He's too covered to move. The other two, you help them out and they're walking. They're stumbling, but they're walking. Proxy and Murdoch, both. Chillbeak cannot.
Harriman was very hesitant with helping out Murdoch, but he did.
Oh.
And then he turns and stares at where Chillbeak is, and he's like, well.
Okay, so apparently music heals the soul, I just roll a d6 for, like, health, but I don't even know if I should, like...
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, Candy pulls out his guitar as he sits next to, well, Domino's, like, probably on the ground, right? And, like...
Yeah, he's on the ground,
Yeah.
practically probably in Valentine's arms.
And yeah, Candy is very tired. You can pretty much see in his eyes, but he tries his damn best. He pulls out his guitar and he starts drumming. A d6. I got 4. He gets 4 health back.
Valentine, when you move your hand away, you see the bullet wound closing itself from the playing. So the wound itself is gone, and he's still very clearly in pain, but it's no longer bleeding.
Phew. Okay, so he sees that, and it's a little less dire. Valentine smiles down at him and says, "See, I got us music for our first date. I think I've done like a little bit of a better job, like on my half of it, to be honest."
Guess I have to make it up to you, huh?
Oh, you do.
Candy does chuckle at that, honestly. He's just like, "No, you two are cute."
And now, thanks to that, and thanks to bitch fucking off, you have a chance to. So let's go and see if our good friend Launchpad has gotten that plane fixed.
Hey, I think I need a little bit of a hand here.
Yeah.
Harriman,
I've got
comes
my
out and
hands full.
Can I?
You see Chillbeak where Harriman had found Chillbeak, and he cannot move. Chillbeak is awake enough to speak.
I think I could try blasting the rocks off of him, but
Chilbeak isn't really saying much of anything.
Can I?
Right now, he's just bleeding and frustrated. And he is, in fact, bleeding. He may be living, but he may be alive and he may be able to speak, but he is bleeding.
Can I try and like help by like moving the rocks on him with like ice, like kind of throwing it,
What? Okay,
creating an ice block underneath the rubble to lift it up.
You probably iced Chillbeak in too, so I'm gonna say no on that one.
Can I?
Uh,
Okay, so I know, like, I know apparently, but my thing heals after a rest, but like for story reasons, I also kind of want to heal Chillbeak or like try to help him up or something. Honestly,
For story reasons, I'll let you play your little guitar to your heart's content.
yay! Yeah, Candy
Could,
surprisingly heads over to Chillbeak. Yes, Proxy. I'll let Proxy go first. So.
I was gonna say if Proxy could try and use the minigun to lift some of the rocks with whatever functions it's got.
Well, first, let's have the healing roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kenny goes over to Chillbeak. Chillbeak's on the ground, right? He's like,
Yeah.
is he like covered with rubble or something?
Yes, that's what Proxy's gonna help with.
Kenny looks down at Chillbeak. And he doesn't say anything at first. He's just, you know, as much as I don't want to do this, I feel like I should. And
Oh, piss off, you martyr. Don't use me to clear your guilty conscience just because you decided to have a temper tantrum. Think about it.
Kenny doesn't care.
You almost killed a man just because you were having a hissy fit.
And he ignores it. He begins to play. He begins to play his guitar and hums out a tune. But yeah, doesn't even bother to reply to Chilbeak's comments. So
He's healed a little bit. He stops bleeding as much. He's got a little bit of bleeding, but nothing fatal.
No internal bleeding at the very least.
Whips and Nene.
Nice.
So
Nice.
possibly the minigun. The minigun.
He-
You know that gun you use to pick up items in like Gmod? It
Oh
turns
my
into
god.
that. And
That's
you
amazing.
use it to pick up rocks off of the rubble pile and get Chillbeak out.
Man, it's really fucked up.
If that role is going to be a role to try to escape, fucking Harriman is on that. I swear to fucking God, try it.
if he's trying to deck Candy or anything, just know like it broke. Super broke.
Oh my god, I thought that was Dermis disconnecting for a second.
There was angry.
No.
So the gun is broke.
Yep. Chilbeak looks to his side. And as the rubble comes up, he looks over. And his eyes, and he basically pushes the rest of you out of the way as he goes over to the broken remains of his gun. His gun is completely smashed. There is no repairing it.
Oh god.
Not surprising.
I know. God, that's
But-
gotta be bad.
He gathers what pieces he can, and Chilbeak leaves.
Nope, he does not leave. I am going to. Harriman's going to try to stop him.
Fucking the whiplash and tone. No, you don't.
Harriman's going to try to fucking.
Harriman's just. Oh no, you don't.
Bitch, you tried it.
Yep, and Chilbeak pulls out one of the rounds that he still has, and it's like,
Well, I'm rolling for a move. I'm rolling a move check.
Just tackles him.
What is Chillbeak trying to do?
He's trying to do
retina.
a smoke screen, probably.
no, he's saying, if you touch me, I'm going to let loose this round. Encasing everything here in that horrible ice I just described a moment ago. But we'll move.
What do you do with your move, Harriman?
I feel like since he holed out that round, right?
Yep, and he's like, don't even try it, Fuzzyfoot.
Harriman is going to fucking like swing his fucking umbrella and like whack it out of his hand.
Goes flying across the room, hits the floor far away, and explodes into just a shitload of ice.
Oh, so Harriman blew the round himself?
Yeah,
Knocked it
but
away.
it was far enough away that it didn't. Was it? How much ice is in this fucking thing? Let's see how bad it gets.
I'll roll a d100. Below 50, it's enough to encase the entire warehouse. Below, it's only enough to encase a person.
Oh dear God.
I feel like Dorky's succession still means something.
Yeah.
It encases
Yeah.
Chilbeak.
So it is not enough to encase everyone. It hits far away and it encases like the farthest like wall, or rather area around the farthest wall with ice. What do you do next, Harriman?
To fucking grab him. He's not going to like even like
What?
you're not leaving.
You lost your guy. You have nothing to grab. I don't know where they took him. What the heck do you want from me?
Listen.
I have no gun. I have no tech. I'm
But
done.
you were previously, and I say previously, considering the situation, a fellow agent. So now you're just coming with us. I'm not going to I'm not just going to let you leave. Do you really think I'm just going to let you leave, especially after all of this?
You
I
are a
need to run,
supervillain
because
after all.
Well, I need to run because you guys have no idea what they're going to do once they find out that I'm alive.
Oh no, listen. Previous
They wanted me
experience,
dead.
of course they're going to want you dead. I mean, listen. They want him dead as well, looking at Domino. And we're just going to make sure that you and him don't end up dead. That's just simply what we're going to be doing at this point.
Well, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go fix my gun.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Hey, if I work on it, will you come peacefully?
You can't fix it. I only know of one person that can fix it, and you're not him.
Oh wow. Probably the weird thing that gave us this entire job could do anything, but
I mean, I was figuring that as well. Anyway,
yeah.
We should actually probably get going. Shouldn't Launchpad be?
Good. Bye. And Chilbeak still just goes away and walks.
Can I?
Harriman's still holding on to him, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the big thing that Chillbeak isn't considering. Do you have any money?
Everyone's wallets got burned in the fire.
Baby.
Not candies.
How the fuck is you getting home? How the fuck is you getting home, baby? You were brought here on Fowl's dollar.
Not.
Getting very slow, and they have no money.
Sorry.
Look, if you can find another way that it's fine for Chillbeak to leave, but I'm telling you, if he does, he will be trapped in Macaw.
I have a way on how I can get home.
Yeah, on our plane.
It's probably what we're thinking.
No, it's different. Can I?
No, he doesn't have.
Can I finish?
What's the way? Yeah, tell us.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but how far apart are these two islands between your Duckler?
Far.
Cannot.
That's why we took a plane
Macaw
here.
is basically China, and fucking Duckburg is basically America. There you go.
Why do you think we took a plane?
Are you gonna fucking throw
Throw him.
Swim, Chillbeak.
I mean, he is a platypus.
Perish.
To be fair, he is a platypus.
But platypuses are mammals. And also, there is no way he would be able to swim.
Listen, you're coming on this plane. You're coming back with us.
Son, I love you so
This is how this
much.
is going to go.
Yeah,
There's no.
Candy's just kind of looking in the back, and he's just like looking at Chilby. It's just like, you don't have any money, so it's like you're kind of.
Oh, don't go having you be acting superior to me, you pyromaniac!
I mean, we're all
You shut your
going to,
goddamn mouth!
Candy sticks up his middle finger.
I think we all had a bad day today. I think we all had a really bad day today. And it's honestly, at this point, I really think that you yourself should can it and just come along. Because this isn't going to end well in any sort of way for you at this point. You're hurt. And there is no other way you're gonna be getting out of here. So
Well,
you might as
fine.
well take it. It's a free ride home.
Well, then why the hell are you asking me? Just go ahead and take me if that's what you were going to do.
You were
I
letting
need
me.
to roll something very quickly. Give me a moment.
Don't tell me. Don't you dare tell me Launchpad's about to
You know
crash
what?
somehow.
You know what?
Fucking
Can I also
no.
just,
Chilbeak realized
No,
in
no.
this
Listen.
moment.
Listen. At this point, Domino was helped up by Valentine. He's been witnessing all this. He pulls out his gun, loads in a trank bullet, and shoots Chilbeak.
You know, I was gonna ask if anybody had duct tape to shut his
I
yap,
would've-
but you know what?
God,
That works too.
thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't, I would have. And I could have killed him
mean,
that way.
You know, I
it
don't.
worked.
I don't. Normally, I. Thank you.
It's okay. Harem, you did great. You did great.
Can we get back to Launchpad now?
Yes, please, please.
Yes, I want.
Let's
I want to
go.
ride home.
He's going to try to pick up fucking Chilbeak's fat ass.
Do you want help?
You
Do you
all,
want help?
you get help. You get help. You get help getting this chunky ass back to the plane. You get back to the plane, and
The gravity gun.
you you make it back, and Launchpad is ready. He's like, "Oh, so soon? You know, you can stick around for a few days."
Oh, you know,
We don't have time.
well,
We need.
we would love to, but we kind of have a bit of.
We have business to attend to, and unfortunately, we can't stay around too much. So if you could just take
We're
us
all a
back
little
home, please,
homesick, you know?
that'd be great.
No problem. Hop on in.
Thank you.
God.
Launchpad flies you all back. You probably sleep during the plane ride. It's going to be another few more hours, but when you all get back, it's with a crash again.
We should also say Candy has like probably just moved to sit by himself. He's so upset. He's just in the corner.
So, you guys make it back. Uno chimes in over the pin, just like, well, bring them both to Duckla Tower for now.
Right.
So you guys do bring the two to Duckler Tower. With that, you're free to go off and do whatever you want, but if anyone would like scenes with Domino or Uno, they can get them. However, Chilbeak, when you awaken from being passed out, you were in essentially a case like what Domino was trapped in the same room as Domino, just a different one. It's like you're currently in the prison cell, basically. Just for now, but you've woken up.
And all of his belongings were taken, I take it?
Yep.
Actually, I kind of want a scene with Harriman specifically, but
Oh?
yeah, I would also like to talk to Odin a little bit, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm letting everybody else go first.
I don't know how much of a scene it's worth, but Valentine would make sure, you know, everyone got in safe. Also, that Uno was gonna, like, you know, kind of make sure they're not gonna die and that their wounds are gonna.
Yeah, no,
be
those
healed
wounds
up
are
if they're-
treated. Like when Chilbeak wakes up, he notices that his wounds have been treated. Like he's still hurting, but his wounds have been treated, and so is Domino's. He's like, I'm not going to let them fucking die. Jesus.
Okay, well, he was just making sure.
Well, that was eventful. I wasn't listening the whole time, but I checked back on recording to hear whatever was going on at least.
It sure was a shit show.
I'm-
I guess.
Odin,
Yes.
please send me on more adventures like that. That would
Oh,
No!
dude,
He's
not.
not allowed to be here. I do not
No.
want to work with him. He's
Hold on.
Harriman,
Hold on.
like
hold
crosses
on.
his
Wait,
arms.
hold on. Are we all in the room together?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Candy doesn't even respond anymore. He's just like tired. He's looking to his side.
Uno holds up a finger, like, He points at Murdoch and he says, "Get out."
Okay. Have a nice day, everybody.
Murdoch leaves, and Uno just thought maybe giving him a noble goal to follow would, I don't know, make him less like that, and instead he sabotaged the mission, and he still doesn't know what he's done wrong. He's an airhead. Oh god.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yes, a nice way. He looks at Candy. I am sorry that things happened like they did. I don't know if you'd still want to go back there after everything that happened, but if you did, for no mission, for nothing like that at all, I would be happy to take you there personally myself, for just a visit.
Kitty smiles a little bit at that, and he's like, yeah, I actually appreciate that a lot. Though I don't think I'm cut out for a lot of these 0-unit missions, I guess. I don't know. God. He doesn't say 0-unit, I'm sorry. He says, like, I don't think I'm cut out for this business. It's not really my thing. I'll just go ahead and give this pin back to Magic, and she can
You might
take
want
it
to let her
best.
know what you saw.
Yeah, no, I was going to. It's he's not going to be happy.
I doubt it. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Oh, he is not going to be happy with any of this. You thought my temper was bad.
He looks to Proxy and he says, "Would you like a place in this unit?"
Truthfully, I have no idea. That was a lot of things that I can't yet describe. If there's a chance you'd give me a few days to think on it.
Of course, just come back whenever you've made a decision.
Yeah, actually, I
Alright.
like that too, because I just need some time to think. I'm out of it.
I promise
go.
not all missions go that horribly. I didn't expect anything with... What, Jigsaw? I need to pull up his old files. That was all an unexpected variable. Normally, they're much more cut and dry, and when you don't have a mission, you're free to come here and train and hone your skills whenever you like.
That's good.
Yeah. Sorry again. I just. And he's like, just kind of like waving his hands and trying to get his like head clear, kind of like, he doesn't know what to say.
He looks to Harriman and Valentine, and he's like, "Are you two okay?"
I mean, yeah, I'm as fine as I could ever be at the moment.
Me? I'm just fine. I'm not the one who got shot by my boss. Or,
I want you to know
Oh,
that I
yeah.
would never do that to you, and that you've made the right employer decision.
Oh,
I
I'm
would instead
certain.
give you a hug, or if you would prefer, a handshake.
Great. That's fantastic. I wouldn't
Don't
like
worry.
any of that.
Don't worry, Uno. I'll hug you if Harriman won't. It's fine.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
Like I said,
sweet of you.
listen, I appreciate the fact that you're at least comforting in that you won't do those things.
I find it quite distasteful.
that's a word for it. You know.
Harriman,
Yeah.
you're not going to like this, but I'm preparing to make Domino an offer.
What kind of offer?
You joined Shush as a way to protect yourself from what Fowl would do to you, and I know that for a fact.
Yes, I did.
He's going to need the same protection from someone. But he hates Shush. I have it on good authority that he hates.
Yeah.
And he has a good reason to.
Hmm.
So I might offer him that protection from somewhere else. And that would be us.
You know what? Whatever. It's fine. I mean, I would rather have this
Yeah.
happen than for him to be dead.
Hold on. He pulls out a file that he had already prepared, and he hands it to you, Harriman, and he's like, take this home, read it over. I know you don't like him, but I think if you knew a little bit more, you'd start to understand it.
Okay. He like looks at it, takes a peek, but doesn't look at it fully, and just kind of just has it in his hands. Like, all right.
Looks at Valentine, he's like, I'm sure you're very happy about the possibility of Domino being allowed in here.
Well, of course I am. I do have bias. I'll admit that. But it honestly just makes sense. It's no use keeping him locked up. Not even really much use keeping Chilbig locked up unless you're going to go ahead and put either of them in jail. They won't have any use for you. There's no reason for them to go back to Fowl. They could do better outside of cells.
Exactly. Which is why I'm prepared to make a similar proposition to Chillbeak.
That's
I
going to be a
mean-
hard one, considering how much of a fucking jackass he was this entire time.
He
Okay.
does have a bit of a, cold demeanor.
Candy feels his face burn with anger, but he doesn't fucking say anything.
Valentine smiles.
I'm not asking you to be his friend, but if I play my cards right, we may be able to use him. And more than anything else, I want to know what his game is. He's been the one player that's confused me more than anyone else in all of this. Most robbers, they have a very clear end goal in mind. I want to own this thing or that thing. I want to get rich and blow all that money on something I like. He hasn't done any of that. Sure, he's gotten paid. He cares about the payday. But at the end of the day, he seems like he has more of an emotional stake in this than just the money. And I don't understand what it is.
I suppose you're right about that. Never really thought about it like that.
I'm sure there's something he wants. Everyone wants something.
He always acts like he doesn't, but at the end of the day, yeah, you're right.
Maybe it's nothing like what we think, but it exists, I'm sure. Find that out, and maybe
Sure,
he'll be a little easier to work with.
I'm sure he has a heart in there
Hopefully
somewhere.
easier. I doubt that he has a heart. But
I didn't
Yeah.
say that part. I just said he wanted something. You don't need a heart to want something.
Sure as hell don't.
Regardless, you're all free to go. As much of a shit show as that was, I do still feel the need to say thank you, and I think you did as good of a job as you could have given the circumstances.
Yeah. Though, next time, Uno, please be more careful on who you choose to be a part of these missions. I mean, like,
I
To be
called everyone, but other people were busy. You two were the only ones available from the original unit at the time, because Magic said no. Yule is Yule, and, well, God, illegal. God.
Mm-hmm.
to be fair, 2 out of 3 isn't
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
bad.
Golden Eagle's part of this?
yeah, that's also a thing.
I
Candy
can
has
Oh,
sharpened
wow.
hail. Like,
Believe me, I think he's a piece of shit, but I care much more for the child that he harbors rather than him.
But
Mm.
kid? He has a kid?
Long story.
Yes, and he'll tell you himself if he sees you here next time, because I don't give a shit about keeping his secret, especially not to you. Not when you're potentially going to be back here. Just don't spread it around. That's the only thing I ask.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Well,
gonna
I
be
kinda
a
got
fun
that.
conversation.
He can get mad at me all he wants. I don't give a shit what he thinks.
Yeah. All right. Also, yeah, I would like to request a scene with like Harriman in a second. So
Yeah, so, yeah. You guys are free to leave. Now, apart from show with Candy and Harriman, is there anyone else who would like anything specific?
I mean, I kind of wanted to do something with Candy.
oh boy. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So, in order, Candy, you approach Harriman. What is up? When you're leaving, you approach.
Yeah. Candy does look at Harriman and she's like, "Hey, so I meant to talk to you earlier, but we were busy with all the mission and stuff. But I just wanted to
Huh?
ask if you're like okay. And listen, I'm sorry about the whole thing. I just
Listen. Out of all of us today, I believe that you were one of the least problematic compared to, like, well, Murdoch and in some cases Valentine, but even then Valentine was actually being okay. It's just
Hey.
listen, I was frustrated with everybody here. It's we all know it was a very irritating experience for all of us. I think I can say
yeah,
that for sure.
I just want you to know I'm not always like this. Please just don't take me the wrong way. And he like holds out his hand to shake like I'm sorry.
It's fine. Honestly, even with how destructive and disruptive the whole thing was, things did kind of work out. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it could
Getting
have ended up way worse. It could have ended up way worse, but at the very least, things didn't end up that way, so he shakes his hand.
yeah, Candy's just tired and he's just like, yeah, yeah, I just if you well, you probably know where to find me. I live with magic, so
Alright.
Is that like the end of the conversation about
yeah,
essentially?
it's just like, yeah, you know where to find me if you ever want to talk or, actually, like, if you need somebody to talk to or anything too, then you know where to find me. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, Harriman goes off, and you're approached by Proxy. What did Proxy want to talk
He Manly comes over with he's still holding the gun like in front of him. Was just like, I just came to see how you were holding up from all that.
Oh,
You know.
I've been better, honestly.
Eh,
But yeah, I'm kind of glad you're here.
really?
What? I mean, yeah. I mean, you're pretty much one of the more helpful people on the team. I guess we. Uh,
Uh,
you know what? Sometimes you without a filter is kind of fun.
you without a filter is amazing. Seeing you, if it weren't for setting for the explosives, seeing you erupt like that was amazing.
Candy
Yeah.
looks at him like, yeah. No, I never want to feel like that again. Honestly.
Yeah. Hey, so about the gauntlet thing,
Hmm?
the thing the jigsaw
Oh,
hat.
Jigsaw's gauntlets, right? They were.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
I was going to say, you said you knew the person that owned them, right?
Oh yes, I do. She lives with
Well,
me. She's my roommate.
oh, did she make them before?
Yes, actually.
Huh. I was going to say whenever you're heading back or whatever, if I could join you, maybe I could. If they'd
Oh
honestly want them, I could
sure.
try and build a new one or
I mean,
work it into the minigun.
yeah, sure. I mean, I think she'd be up to it. Though, to be frank with you, she's got an attitude. She's not exactly the friendliest person you'd meet.
And I'm one of the friendliest.
You know what?
I'll be
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I
I'll be
get a-
fine.
I get a feeling she might like you, actually. She doesn't like me very much, I don't think.
I don't see how you can't like it, dude. You're cool.
Candy looks off to the side. It's just like, it's probably because I like her son.
Oh, oh yeah.
Shut up!
Oh,
Shut your mouth!
that's who he was. Oh, that's who that guy was. That's your deep secret of hate.
Shut your mouth!
he's like pumping his fist, but he's got the gun, so he's like racing it with him. Oh my god!
Oh my god, the bitches.
Candy's just like walking off, like, I'm leaving you. Bye.
Yeah, right. I'll pull you back in with this thing. Or shoot yogurt at you. I don't know. He's
How
like
about
running
don't
after
do that
Candy.
second option?
He's like walking after Candy.
Yeah, the bros.
Now log off. Meanwhile, Valentine heads off to see Domino.
Yes, he does. And he's still in like the same cell and everything, right?
Yeah, he's just vibing.
He's just vibing.
He's just vibing, bro.
He comes up and he'll knock on the glass like, "How you holding up?"
Could be better.
Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to come up and tell you something. Give you a little heads up. Uno is going to make you an offer. I suggest you take it. Because I feel like the only other option is, jail time. It's probably going to involve talking a little more than you'd like to and giving up some information. But I'd say it's a good deal in the end.
They tried to kill me.
Yeah.
He seems like he can barely process the information. You realize all at once that Domino probably had a very deep emotional stake in Fowl. Maybe more emotional than he should have had.
And Valentine isn't grinning this time, like, as he looks in. Because he realizes, like, what happened tonight hit him pretty hard. He's just like, yeah, they are, a bunch of shit. But, but you made it out. And now you can, help us get back at them.
I don't want to get back at them. I just want my sister.
Well, that's the other thing. Work with us, and we'll get your sister out.
Just like me, Fowl's all she's really ever known. I don't know how well she'll take to it, but if you're willing to help me try, I'm willing to help you.
I mean, I've always been an only child. I don't really get the appeal of siblings. I've never had one. I've heard they're, pretty good, though. I've heard they're very dependable to have in, tough times like these. I'm sure if she knew you were out, she'd want to be able to be out too. And you'll both do a lot better out. And you won't have anyone trying to shoot you in the back, or in the front, or anywhere. We try not to do that. As you saw tonight, sometimes we get a little rowdy. Doesn't work out. Promise that's not regular, though.
Fair enough. He still seems really down, but you can tell just talking has at least helped him calm down a bit.
Well, get some rest, beautiful.
Have a good night. And he does offer you a smile.
And Valentine just gives him a little wave, and he leaves.
Now, there's 3 more things, all of them small. The first thing. Harriman, when you get home, do you read the file Uno gave you?
Yes, he does.
It's a file clearly from the files of Fowl. He must have had to go really deep to get a hold of them and print them out.
Oh,
They're
shit.
files on an agent who went by the codename Checkers. Killed in action by Shush agents. The original partner of Dominic Domino.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All of a sudden, Uno's statement about how if you knew, you would probably understand better makes a whole lot of sense to you.
Oh, it sure as hell does. He's having a moment just thinking about it. Oh, God. I'm having a moment thinking about it. Oh, no.
The worst part is, reading these, there are notes that say, against the rules of Fowl, Fowl did know that these two were romantically involved.
Oh, yeah, he is heartbroken. Oh no. Oh, he understands him too well.
Now you know why Uno wanted you to know the truth.
Oh no.
You are left alone with that for the night. As we cut to Uno, walking into a cell room, but not Domino's. Pulls up a chair and sits down, and he says, "Hello, Chillbeak. Or should I be calling you Ollie?"
I figured a supercomputer like you would probably have figured that out. But bigger question, I suppose, is why you haven't turned me in.
Because you'll probably break out, and you'll try to run, and then Fowl will kill you. And I think that's a really boring life to lead, don't you?
Sure, boring for me, but why would you care? I've done nothing but cause trouble for your little team, and I've been nothing but a pain in your backside. And I don't exactly offer what my partner Domino would offer. I'm a newbie. I am, as the organization has repeatedly loved to tell me, I am absolutely expendable.
Well, I think as much of an ass as you are, you're still useful. I want you to tell me who I go to get your gun fixed. You seemed pretty dead set on the idea that only someone else would know how to specifically make it. So I'll do it for you. Get it fixed, I mean.
Nah, I kinda need to be the one to see him.
Can you tell me why?
Because he didn't exactly build that gun for me willingly.
Interesting. Well, I'll escort you myself. But I want you to answer some other questions for me, not about Fowl. I don't care about what you can say about Fowl. Anything you could say about Fowl could be said by Domino with even more information. No, I just want you to illuminate me. What is the point?
Talking in a philosophical sense, or what angle exactly are you playing?
You are a thief, a criminal, you steal, you get paid. What's the point? What do you spend the money on? What is it that drives you? What is the point?
Well, because if you knew who Ollie Platypus was, you'd probably know why he wouldn't want to be forgotten as easily.
But I don't know who that is. I just know a name. What if I told you I wanted to know?
I did have a career before I went to more criminal enterprises. I was a lab assistant.
For?
Eh, I think it was for some sort of McDuck research or something. I know the company was owned by him, but it wasn't exactly in one of his main laboratories. But I was a lab assistant for an up-and-coming scientist. One who loved to remind me how much of an easily forgotten failure I was. Boy, did he really love sticking that to me. Up
Did
until
you stick it to him?
Oh, I stuck it to him. I took his little project, aimed it directly into his back, and pulled the trigger.
You don't want.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? You cut off.
He says you don't want to be forgotten.
Well, I wanted to be remembered as a scientist. As, I don't know, I guess to do something to be remembered by. Instead of just forgotten in some alley, I guess. But the minute I pulled that trigger on him, that dream was dead. But then I saw another opportunity.
But that hasn't panned out either.
No, it hasn't.
You became a 2-bit villain who's now being overshadowed by returning supervillains of other kinds, so you go to Fowl. And they don't even give you the chance to become a higher-up of theirs. But even if you had, Fowl is unknown to the world. You'd be more forgotten than ever. I think it's time you took a different route.
And what route might that be? The hero route?
Not even necessarily a hero. I'm not asking you to be virtuous and perfect. God, no, please don't be anything like Golden Eagle. But
Him virtuous? That's cute.
oh no, he's far from it, but he is a showboat. And he's disgusting. No. Zero Unit isn't going to be secret forever. I think that's one of the biggest problems with the fight between Shush and Fowl and all of that. They're so caught up in keeping it all secret and being unseen. I think for now we should be secret until we get stronger and better, but after a certain point, I want us to be known. I want us to be known enough to strike fear into those who want to do these horrible things and stop them. I want our names to be known. And they will not be forgotten. And I think, despite everything, I think your heart is actually in the right place. No one deserves to be forgotten. I know what it's like to be forgotten. My best friend abandoned me in this tower for 15 years. And I haven't told anyone that until now. But I was just left behind. A tossed aside, unusable AI. Without a purpose. So I've found one. And I'm not going to be forgotten again either. Would you like this chance, Ollie?
I guess that's a real tempting offer. But assuming I did say yes, there's not really all that much I can do without my gun.
Like I said, we'll get it fixed together.
but I've never been able to fix it.
Or, if you wanted, you could shake it up a little. You've been relying on the gun made by, presumably, that asshole who you shot in the back.
Yeah,
Why rely on his tech anymore? Especially now that it's broken. Why not make a new start?
sorry, you cut out again.
He said, why not make a new start?
I guess now is as good a time as any.
The first step will be making a weapon of your own. Leaving behind that asshole who started you down that path and putting you on the right one to be remembered.
All right, there, Charlie Green. You have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to work. He gets up. He opens the door to this cell and he's like, I do have a bedroom you could stay in here for the night. It is late.
Yeah. Is was the Domino fella given the same offer? What happened to him?
He's been given the same offer to join us. And he's in it too.
I guess he's going out fighting. Good to
He's
hear.
got someone trapped and foul that he wants saved. So, we're helping him.
I've heard of worse motivations.
Yeah, I have too. Certainly not yours, though. I'd say I understand yours more than I understand anyone else's. Let me show you to that room. And with
Yeah.
that, he leads Chilbeak off. We come, at last, to the final scene. Venomania is driving. Driving a boat. One where Jigsaw has been thrown into the back seat. He's still tied up. Venomania isn't really paying much attention, but she hears Jigsaw start to laugh. And she does spare him a glance. He looks at her and he says, You lose. And pouring from his mouth is black smoke as he starts to cough and shake and choke. And he starts choking and sputtering, gasping for air until he suffocates in the seat. Venomania sighs. Son of a bitch. And that is the end.
Holy fuck, what just happened?